Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am the ranting monkey. He's Dax O'Ryan. Say hi, Dax.
Hello.
And we are late, and it's entirely Dax's fault.
It's always my fault.
Well, it's not fun if you just give in and take it.
Yeah, but I had to steal it from you because blaming me was a dick move, bro.
Yeah.
How's
Huh.
everybody doing?
And how are you this morning, Dax?
Mm, I am good. I just got my tickets reserved for the Anime Milwaukee, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh, cool. When you go down there, will you take pictures of uh, titty girls for me?
You mentioned that, and I have every intention of doing it.
I hope so, because I want to see how out of place they are.
They're gonna be directly sent to you, so expect your phone to blow up.
Cool. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'd be like, "Who's texting you?" I'd be like, "It's Dax. He's sending me titties." Sorry we're so late today. It actually is my fault, guys. I just woke up. I went to bed right after our stream last night, and I slept like a fucking rock.
You
And
need to
yeah,
sleep every once in a while.
well, I've been doing pretty good. I haven't taken naps in the last several days, and I think it's catching up to me. So, yeah, I think it was just one of those. But a little bit of a headache, which I just took some medicine for. My shoulder feels like somebody hit it with a jackhammer. But other than that, I'm pretty good. I am. I don't know if well rested is the right word.
Wow,
Yeah, I don't know if it's the white word, but it's the word I'm going to use.
that's racist.
That is racist. I blame it on watching Mike Tyson videos yesterday.
Why would you
Um,
do that?
I'm a big fan of boxing. I love boxing, and I had actually put in a search for Holyfield Tyson. And if you've never seen those fights, the second fight was the one that was canceled because of Mike Tyson trying to eat Holyfield in the ring. Uh, but the first fight was a great fucking fight. And there's so many shots where Tyson should have just went down and somehow managed. I'm not a Tyson fan. I'm a boxing fan, and I'm a big Holyfield fan. Um, but all credit to Mike. He managed to stay on his feet getting hit by fucking Evander Holyfield repeatedly. But I was watching, one of the things that came up was oh God, who's the dude? Fuck, I can see him. Used to be on CNN all the time doing his interview show. Old guy. Oh, fuck. Somebody in chat help me out here. Fuck. What is his name? Uh, anyway, it was an interview show, and Mike was on there, and actually brought Holyfield on as well. And they start talking about the biting incident, and yes, Larry King, thank you, evil one. God damn.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be somebody esoteric. I would have said Larry King right away.
No, it was Larry King. But they start talking about the biting, and the first thing Mike goes is, "I thought it was Fowie." I was like, "That is beautiful. That is beautiful." I thought it was Fowie. Yeah, they worked out their differences and that whole thing, so that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I was watching it. I'm a big fight fan, and I miss a heavyweight division that actually mattered. Fuck, at this point, I miss any division that actually mattered. I blame Lennox Lewis and Floyd Mayweather for basically killing boxing. Because yeah. Anyway, uh, have you watched Phil DeFranco's latest video?
No, I kind of get in stints where I just don't watch this stuff for a while when the clickbaity titles just get too much to me. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Just come back when you're, serious about a story and I don't have to see it.
Well, I just happened to catch this video right before we went live, and YouTube has struck down some channels. One was called Susu something or other. It's these
Susu
women.
Studio?
Yeah, Susu, you're fucking weird.
Hmm.
Um, it's another one of those things I never heard of, but apparently they were quite popular. You can't have 5 heavyweight champions of the world. You can if they're all good. But yeah, P Dog is basically an upskirt channel. They sell themselves as mommy channels. And they show like breastfeeding and they have their kids out there. But they pointed out that in Susu's video, I hope I'm saying her name right. I don't know. I don't care if I'm saying her name right. Fuck that bitch. But she's constantly showing her panties to the point where like she actually drapes her leg across her kid one time to make sure she gets the perfect upskirt shot of herself. Yeah, Peter. Oops, Asian upskirt channels. Yeah, and apparently there's been a whole bunch of knockoffs of these. You being a knockoff upskirt channel. Good job there. That's some
Somewhat special when you have to be a knockoff upskirt channel.
yeah, they show these guys breastfeeding. And Phil did something that annoyed me, which he does from time to time. He conflated the what's going on with these channels with people not liking breastfeeding like in public and stuff. Uh, I don't care if you breastfeed in public, women really don't. Whip them titties out for all I care. I don't care if you have a child attached to them or not. I like titties and I think they belong everywhere. Jesus fuck. I just clicked the phone instead of the microphone to mute myself to cough. I apologize. Let's try that. I almost ended the broadcast. I was trying to pull a YouTube on what they did to us yesterday.
Yeah, that'd have been something.
But yeah, he's like, well, there's already the stigma and this makes it worse. And no, it doesn't. These are fucking disgusting women who are using their children to show off their crotch for views, which is sick on a whole different. I don't care if you're for or against breastfeeding. That has nothing to do with breastfeeding. These are just dirty twats. Polly, we haven't had you on in a while. You want to come join us, hang out with us today? It's entirely up to you. You can say no. You'll hurt my feelings at this Christmas time if you tell me no.
Yes, feelings.
I do. I have one feeling. We've discussed it. Oh, you weren't there. Me and Satsu have discussed this. I have one feeling. He has zero. Bad comment reviews. Let's show off your crotch for views. That's where I joined. Yeah, these Asian breastfeeding channels. They promote them as that, as breastfeeding, and they'll show how to latch. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of the knockoffs don't care about how to latch your baby to your titty, but they promote themselves as that, and then they make sure to show as much panty shot as they can. That's creepy. That has nothing to do with breastfeeding. And Phil, you can't blame that on it. He tries, because it adds to the already bad stigma out there. I'm like, no, it doesn't. The fuck are you talking about? These are women using their children to sell panty shots. And he talked about this one girl who actually ended up having to register as a sex offender because she had one of these kind of channels. She was a white girl. And I say that because we mentioned Asian upskirts earlier. I want to make sure it's not just all Asian. Anyway, she was a white girl who used to link to like skanky stuff she did, like porny shit. I don't know if it was actual porn, but close enough. That she ended up on a sex registry over it because she had kids in her videos and shit.
Yeah, maybe you should not have kids in your videos.
Yeah, just don't. You could. Is there a rule against your own upskirts on YouTube?
I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, if it's just you and you got your panties on, you could always say, you know what, I'm wearing a bathing suit, or just run around in a fucking bathing suit on your YouTube video, and that's legal, and put right in your description, crotch shot, and I don't feel like they necessarily kick you off for that. P-Dog says it's called the no upskirt rule, but if it's your own upskirt, that's different. That's not really an upskirt. An upskirt is a unknowing picture of somebody's panties. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what at least that's what it used to. These kids keep changing the definitions of stuff. Is Dax trapped in a box? No, I'm just ranting and he's letting me go.
He's doing his thing, and I'm, figuring out if I should add something. But he's saying all I'm thinking.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get there. This is just what I woke up to, and when I wake up to weird shit like that, it hurts me. It hurts me deep inside.
Trust me, he's not silencing me. If I want to talk, I'll talk.
Yeah, I don't understand why people keep using kids in this shit. They
I don't
probably
know.
they wouldn't have got any views if it wasn't for the kids, because the whole breastfeeding thing is what pulls moms in. This is a mom channel. We're talking about breastfeeding. Well, I'm talking about breastfeeding today, and it got shit to do with moms other than the fact that moms are the ones who have to breastfeed.
So she wouldn't
Other
have any retention anyway. It would just be the first couple clicks in, and then they're done.
Well, they got that 30 seconds of retention while the dude's whacking it. I just and good on YouTube for pulling this shit, because say what you want about them, this one should be pulled. You're using children to show panty shots, that is creepy as fuck. Cryptic says your audio is low, Daxy Waxy.
Better.
There you go. They kept telling me all night during the game stream that my audio was low, and it wasn't that my audio was low, it's that everybody else was fucking screaming in that stream.
They can get a little loud.
Oh, they did. Which is fine.
That
But
makes some of them fun. Like I like hearing Jen get loud because she's always energetic when she's loud.
yeah, but everybody's like, your volume's down. Like, my volume's fine.
It's like I just don't want to scream, assholes.
I think that's what I have a screaming hangover this morning.
Oh,
I don't drink, so it can't be from alcohol.
You're just tired of us.
No, Mozart, it's not going to be this isn't technically pedophilia. It's because they're not doing anything sexual with the children. I don't think even the breastfeeding part is meant to be. I think that was just, well, maybe it is, because there's a couple nip slips in there. But for the most part, they're using the child to be able to show sexual imagery. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like pedophile adjacent. It's not really pedophilia.
Right.
Good morning, Polly.
Morning. Merry Christmas. How are you?
Merry Christmas, sir. I'm me. How are you?
I'm doing all right. As Sergio mentioned, having a yelling hangover. I might have one as well.
Oh, yeah, but you probably got one from alcohol.
No.
No.
I
thought you were just had more fun than me.
No, I got a little yelly on last night's comic book curation stream. It was.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to cover two stories, like near the end, because I wrote in the video description that I was going to cover them, and then I realized I completely avoided them because I didn't want to talk about them because they pissed me off. And yeah, that fucking Wakandan sweater one.
Oh yeah.
Good.
And a story to do with this guy Esquivel in Comicsgate. He's big social justice type that writes this racist ass comic called Border Town, and then he himself is revealed to be an alleged creeper rapey scumbag.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was taking my medicines. I saw something about for those of you who don't know what the Wakanda sweater thing is. Who was it? What company?
Forever 21.
Forever 21 did an ad campaign with a guy wearing a Wakanda sweater. Wakanda Forever, which, if you don't remember, comes to us from Black Panther. Well, they stuck an extremely white guy in this video, or in this advertising campaign, and everybody lost their shit because how dare you have a honky in a Wakanda sweater? There was I should have marked it. There was something I saw where the Forever 21 people apologized.
They did. They took it down and they apologized if it offended anyone.
Let me see if I can find the exact one I wanted to talk about. Do I have their statement? That's what I'm looking for. I had it yesterday, and this one. There's a great line in it.
Raymond Lewis. That guy was clearly an albino Wakandan.
Yeah, he looks like it. I don't want to misquote this because it was perfect. It was perfect. Everybody's saying they apologize. Give me the actual apology, guys. None of these are even showing the apology. How dare you? That is clickbait, bastards.
You would
Anyway,
know.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, it said something to the effect that they appreciate all people of all colors or some shit like that. And just the way that they said it, just here it is. We celebrate all superheroes with many different models of various ethnicities. But well, then what's the problem? Why are you apologizing?
Yeah, I hear you. Go on though.
Why are you apologizing for this? Are white people not allowed to wear Wakanda stuff?
No.
I think they said we are, but we're not allowed to advertise it because that's kind of like taken away from a black person's job.
You know what upset me about it? Because I had heard about the story. It didn't happen yesterday. It happened like the day before, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Or when I first read of it, I should say, not when it happened, because it happened. There was no incident. Somebody DM me Philip DeFranco's story on. Now I've unsubbed from Phil the Shill D because I don't know. I just got worn out on his content, I guess. His presentation, it's not even his content, it's his presentation, and at least 40% advertisements. But I watched it, and he pulled, people accuse him of sitting on the fence a lot and trying to appeal to as many people as possible. And the only things that he ever gets outraged on when he starts dropping his F-bombs to show he's cool and down with the kids is when it's got something to do with child abuse or child neglect or child, endangerment in some kind of way. Sure. And it's he's a father, so it makes sense. But he also picks the one thing to get really upset about and start saying, "Fuck you in the face." That little saying he has.
Oh yeah. He's got a few of those where he tries to make them worse than the last one he said. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right. So he said, "Well, this just seems like a bad marketing ploy. It would be like having whatever the fuck he said, I don't know. I forget what it was. It was the United Negro College Fund or something along those lines, or maybe it was something Asian. I forget. But then having me to be the person, it just seems like poor marketing." And I'm like, right, I get you. Not the best marketing. Okay. And
why?
I don't know. It's just a weird marketing choice or whatever phrase he used. And I'm like, it's not even a matter of agreement with what he's saying. I'm just kind of nodding along going, okay, why did anybody send this to me? You know what I mean? And then it gets to the end where he goes, "And I'd like to hear your opinions down below," like he ever fucking reads any of them. "And I'd like to hear what you think about," like he ever gives a fuck what you fucking think one way or another, unless you're an advertiser.
Hey, it's a conversation over there.
It is. It absolutely is. You're interpersonally communicating with Phil himself at all times. That's one of the fakest ass things that he says. But anyway, he said, but I do have to say that, in my opinion, people that are making the comment online, the backlash against it, where they're saying, "Well, is it wrong for a black person to wear a white superhero costume?" That's not really a one-to-one comparison, considering the significance of Black Panther. And I was like, what? Oh, this is why it was DM'd to me. But I don't know what upset me more, that it's you're happy with this film because you're represented in this film, you're a black person, okay. But when you're considering it a cultural touchstone for your people, something the plot's been lost. This is fucking horrible. It's a superhero film.
A black person wearing what's the one coming out? Aquaman shirt. It's literally a 1-to-1 fucking comparison.
It absolutely is. I agree completely, because it's I want black folks and Asians to be wearing white superhero t-shirts, sweaters, whatever, and I want white people to be wearing black people superhero, the character's black, okay, the character's Asian, whatever. They're superheroes.
The Ranting Monkey is played by a white guy, but if you'd like to wear one of my shirts, I don't care what color you are, please buy one and wear it. Why does it matter?
This is why I'm getting choked up. I can't even word over this, and this is why I started yelling on last night's stream. It got me so fucking angry. And for Phil, the fucker, to go, "I don't really think that's a 1-to-1 comparison because of what, Phil? Because of what?"
Well, because we've made black a religion, and white is not. White is the devil. Black is a god, just like T'Challa or whatever his fucking name is.
T'Challa.
Yeah, because you're black people aren't people; they're more than people.
Well,
Hominis superum.
it's certainly not an original opinion that I'm about to say, but I think it's a solid one. It's very infantilizing. The core of that idea. It's like, well, this movie was made for you, so we don't want to affect you with your major pop culture Hollywood movie. Like, are you
get me going?
Is their ego collectively as a group of people so fragile that somebody who doesn't? It's not, and thus, Phil, do you realize how infantilizing you're being right now?
It only is in the media. It's in the fucking media, and anytime one goddamn person throws a fit and claims, "Oh, this was racist," then we get these giant ass articles about how offended black people are, while most black people are looking at us going, "The fuck are they talking about?" We've had stories like, "How do you talk to black people?" They're fucking people. You talk to them like you talk to fucking people. The only difference between a black guy and a white guy is how dark their fucking skin is and how curly their hair is. That's it.
And I must have said it in frustration last night like 5 times. If you've got a problem with somebody wearing a certain article of clothing because of the color of their skin, I don't care what explanation you offer. I don't care how you get around to it. You're a fucking racist.
Yep, you are. And they don't. That's what they don't get. It's the bigotry of low expectations. Although bigotry is not really the right word there. Throwing that in for Scribe. The how about the discrimination of low expectations?
Dig it.
Oh God, Polly, look what you did to me first thing in the morning.
Well, it's you brought up Philly D.
No, you're right. You're right. This is a good. This is cathartic.
You know, Jack Gunsky.
Yeah.
He's up in chat all the time and stuff, and he comes over to our stream and stuff, and he's cool, and he does these great photoshops. And Jack from Bad Comic Review says, I want somebody to make, like, they're Quaker-like Puritans, these people. They're, that's the way that it seems, is that nothing is ever good enough. Everybody that they point at is damnable or going to hell or something like that. They remind me of Quakers, but they all use the same lines. I want somebody to Photoshop a Quaker NPC thing for me. So Jack Gunsky did it, and there it is.
Nice. Let me.
I love it.
I can see. That is nice.
You did a really good job. It's
true.
You're wrong. You're immoral. You are racist. That which has black people in it must be held to a standard whereby criticism is not possible. And it's like, nobody criticized anything. What are you talking about? You're literally saying, Phil, that people that look like you shouldn't be wearing this sweater because it somehow lessens, in his words, the significance of Black Panther. Help me understand that.
Let me ask you this, with that in mind. If a white guy wears this sweater and gets beat up by a couple of black guys, who's in the wrong?
If a white guy wears this a Wakanda Forever sweater, and a couple of black people beat him up, they're wearing a sweater, who's in the wrong?
Yeah,
the black people.
Wrong.
Okay, I agree with you. Now, who do you think the press would say was wrong?
Oh wow, yeah. But I mean,
because in today's day and age,
right? Like, it's good. They're like, well, we have to look at the larger cultural issue here. Hey, sometimes there is cultural nuance to things, but not in this circumstance.
Society, though, don't you think that they would look at that almost like the beginning of Die Hard 3? He might as well have been wearing a sandwich board that said the N-word across it.
Oh, right. I'm like, what happened in Die Hard 3? Oh, yeah.
I hate.
Yeah, exactly. Look, it would absolutely be the people who beat the guy up, but we've got to this point in society where, how dare you, sir? How dare you? Meanwhile, you know what? I don't know too many black business owners who are racist against white people dollars, because they're just trying to feed their families and shit.
Forever 21 got a license for a Marvel product. They're selling sweaters. That's it. That's all that happened. And we need some models, and that guy looked like a classic fashion catalog model to me.
That dude looks creepy.
Well, yeah, but like I said, fashion model.
Until
lot of
movie
the
came
male
out, I was
models
a
look creepy as
super.
hell.
I loved Black Panther. Like whenever he showed up in any of the shows or anything, I loved it. After the movie came out, not so much.
I like the movie. I mean, as a Marvel movie, it's a
Oh no,
Marvel
I liked
movie.
it too.
It's
As a
fine. I'm talking about the reaction from all.
Oh,
the
gotcha.
I'm not allowed to like it.
Gotcha.
This movie made for us, and I'm like, where were you the last 20 years when he was looking for support?
No, yeah. He's like, you realize he showed up in Avengers, right?
Yeah, this movie was stupid.
It was something to jump upon. That was.
Go find something else to jump on. This is my culture. This is geek culture.
Yeah, God.
Here, let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. Classic creepy male model. I said all male models are creepy. They're not all, but there's a certain
A lot of them.
Mhm.
Yes. Hold on. Got the folder open here. Let me find that.
Why you got a folder of male models, Polly?
I don't have a folder of male models. I'll show you what I do have in this folder, though. Here we are. I have a folder of Laura Harrier because I'm not going to lie, I'm crushing on her a little bit. Just whatever.
Laura Harrier, really?
Yes.
Oh, her. Okay.
She played Liz in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, look at the creepy male model they got next to her.
That's a dude.
That's Phoenix Wright. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a dude, man. That's.
I will take you.
Look how gorgeous she looks there. I mean, hello.
Yeah, they hang a little low for my taste.
She doesn't have a bra on, man. I mean,
Yeah, still they're pretty low.
They're pretty low.
We'll just lift them up.
And so, I don't know. It seems to be the thing to go with the extra skinny, effeminate-looking man for modeling. So that's what I'm referring to.
All right. Yeah, I get you. Well, he is the dude they have in the sweater. I mean, that to me was more offensive is how creepy he looked. I don't care that he's white. That dude's gonna murder children sometime in the future. Wow. We've had some good topics so far. And Philly D, you've pissed us off on both of them.
2 for 2, dude. Keep it up.
I don't know.
Actually,
fucking Phil, man. I was actually behind him a little bit where he's like, we're going to hire investigators. And I've said before, I really like the way he has researchers on his staff. So he's able to establish clear timelines. Let's just go back over the story and talk about the sequence of events that led to this political matter today. And it's that's great stuff. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like that. Seems like it's 5-10% of the material at the most. 40% of it's shilling. I don't want to hear about hot ones, Phil. I don't care how much they're paying you on the back end.
that Polly chewing on stream again. Were you eating nice?
No. I was drinking on the stream. We've established this. Crushed ice is not eating; it's drinking.
I don't think we've established that. Essential says, "Why are people against straight male models?" It's the same reason that in the fashion industry they dress women like shit and want them to look ugly. It's because the fashion industry is run by women and gay men. A woman I know used to do a little bit of modeling. Her opinion on this is what she said, is that it's not that all fashion models are gay, but they do pick skinny, effeminate looking guys for the same reason they pick skinny women. Is because they want the clothes to look like they're hanging upon a hanger. You're not supposed to fill the clothes out in the fashion world. They're supposed to just hang upon you. Ergo, you need to be skinny. That was her argument. And I was like, oh, is that really a thing that they tell you? And she's like, yep. You can't have a skinny, masculine looking dude. Fair point, I guess. Yeah. I mean, they've got to have some testosterone in there. Anthony says, Philly D brings nothing to the table. He's so milquetoast and bland. I used to like Philly D. I'd watch every day. And over the past year, I've just tuned out a lot because that's how I feel. Now, what is it? That's because that's what's happened to me. I used to I watched Phil every day, and then now I've really lost my taste for that guy's presentation style.
I think he used to be more involved, and now it's just he's there saying words of somebody else. He also used to have balls. We used to have a sexy women of the day, and that was always fun. The secret links were cool. Douchebag of the day was a thing, and that was his.
Oh, speaking of sexy women of the day, Monkey, I know you don't watch my stream, but do you want to see the thumbnail from last night? Oh, yes, of course. There it is.
That is nice.
She's great because like that's a thick woman with realistic proportions. I like
she
it.
got nice roundness to her tush there.
Yep.
Got thighs. Oh, yeah.
We started talking about some of the stuff that doesn't really make sense. Not that I'm complaining, but it's just this is clearly not Santa or one of Santa's little helpers because Santa's in the background here.
Yes, indeed.
He doesn't have 8 reindeer. He's only got 6, so there's something wrong there. But that's fine. So I think we decided that she was a Christmas strippergram who's taking her job very seriously and coming down the chimney.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Look, I don't mind sexy women dressing up as Santa Claus as long as we are all on board that Santa Claus himself is a he. Before we get too far away from Philly, for me, it's everybody keeps Phil. He's a fence sitter. He's not.
He's not. He has his opinion,
and he is moving more left and left and left, and over the last year or so, I see him falling. The whole Wakanda thing you just said, with it's a bad look. No, it's not. Well, the model's a bad look because he's creepy looking, but having a white guy in a Wakanda sweater is not. There's nothing problematic about that, Phil. What you should have been up there saying is, this is some nonsense for people to be getting upset about this. Puss.
Philly D is a retweet button personified. well done, esoteric African. Well,
you're not wrong.
That's part of what I liked, and I remember Hammer, One Ton Hammer, used to be a big fan of his, and he's kind of I wouldn't say soured on him, but like become less of a fan over time. Not so much as me, but that's the thing that gets to him is that the sort of the promises of what was it called? DeFranco Elite weren't really fulfilled, that he was going to have journalists proper. That he was going to do
a whole news channel.
Yeah, like new research, original stories. And that's what reminded me of it. The line that he's the retweet button personified, because it's why are people freaking out about? So in other words, you got a posse of people sitting in front of computers to see what's trending. And then you summarize it. That, I don't know. That's not really what you said was going to happen with DeFranco Elite.
Right. And I don't have a problem. I mean, things change as you're, making plans and stuff, and that's fine. But to me, it's his content. It's that fucking bending the knee to the SJW bullshit. And he has done it over and over and over. Gary says Philly D is safe. He's not just safe. I mean, he's a puss. He's turned into a giant puss.
The corroborator.
Stargazer says his wife is extremely left. That's something Hammer brings up again and again. He's like, Hammer says, I think that it's his wife doing it to him. The whole we need to talk about aspect, and it's usually about soft social issues that we need to discuss because it's an important matter.
By the safe is not, by the way, is not manly. Be a man. Turn your woman into your values, dickhole.
Dickhole. I don't think you need to.
No, look, women don't know how to vote. That's why we've talked about this. You have to teach them how to vote.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go along with me on this one. Okay.
Somebody said, Daniel Hodgson, there it is. And Santa is white. I was talking about that with someone the other day. Remember when, lady used to be on Fox News and then went to NBC and crashed her career, but made millions anyway? What's her name?
Yeah, Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. Remember when Megyn Kelly did that, leaned into the camera and went, by the way,
Santa's
white.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with a black or Asian Santa Claus. I really don't. As long as it's a dude.
You don't like Mrs. Claus taking the reins? No?
I don't like the idea that Santa Claus is gender fluid or gender neutral, or what was the other one? Actually a woman. Yeah. Those were the 3 things we heard in a article just the other day. Excuse me. Yeah, Santa Claus needs to be changed into a woman or gender fluid. No, he doesn't.
Wasn't Megyn Kelly's whole point that she was talking about like the literal historical character St. Nicholas?
I believe so.
Anyway.
I don't give a fuck what not gender race you make Santa as long as he's a dude.
Oh, Math Queen asked, "Do you follow We Are Change?"
No.
I do not.
Never heard of him.
I disagree with you, Monkey. I think it matters that he's where he originated from. So like the Baltics and stuff like that. So Germany and all that. He'd be traditionally white. I'm just saying.
And that's fine. I'm just saying, if you want to change Santa, that's as far as I'm willing to go. Is his race? You can't change his penis.
Shouldn't change anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. Wait, what? I just saw your. Why did you send those to me?
I sent them a while ago too.
You bastard.
I made up for it.
I'm going to we'll share that one. If anybody's trying to lose weight, here's your motivation today. Remember, guys, she's gonna stop looking sexy.
Fuckable.
Fuckable, that's right. She doesn't
I've never
want to
been so
fuckable
attracted to Miss
anymore.
Piggy.
Dark Wolf, thank you. What's up, Monkey? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas back.
Humbug.
Just sitting here with the guys having a chat about weird shit. What the fuck? Look, man, them panties are see-through.
Ugh! I didn't notice that.
That's the kind of thing I notice.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. That's what you get for sending it to me. I'm not that other one is nice, but I don't think I can show that on air, even though it doesn't show anything. Oh wow.
The J Kid says, "Quit chewing. I'm drinking."
He's chewing.
You're chewing.
If we get one more complaint, you got to stop. Yeah, I don't know.
I tried setting up
what's it called?
Hotkey Direct. I want to be able to mute my mic at the touch of a keyboard button. I couldn't figure it out. I got to get around to that.
Polly, this is what I sent them. Sending message 1 of 1. There you go.
Let's see. No, Bad Monkey. I didn't do it. Dax did that. You can blame him.
I certainly did it. That was my fault. You all can remember it as you sleep tonight.
Thank you, Monkey. I have eye aids now. Yeah. Again, that's Dax's fault.
Yeah, I sent it to Mess with Monkey. Yeah, I know, right? That one's good.
Who dat?
I don't know. It came in the same segment when I searched.
You know what? You know what? There's nothing naked on there. We'll share that with the folks, because after Amy Schumer,
yeah, I guess
in her this girl's in her panties without a bra on, but you can't see anything.
You can appreciate the amount of shoes this woman has.
This is an old Phil DeFranco thumbnail. You know, that was part of what annoyed me about his video this morning. And I'm with him on the subject. These creepy Asian nursing videos where it's just a chance for moms to show off their crotch. Yeah, that needs that. I'm okay with YouTube stopping that.
Yeah.
But he had the nerve on there to talk about they're just showing titties to get views. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but I mean, you've heard him
serious?
You've heard him talk about that, right? He goes, "This is why I don't take my old videos down, because I like to show how far I've come."
Oh, yeah.
And it's you know what, Phil? I think that you're stuck in a hard place here, where you can't take your videos down because it will show some kind of shame, but you want to talk about how evolved you are because either your wife demands it of you or this is a personal decision that you made, whatever. But you don't want to seem like I only got here by showing TNA.
It is how we got there.
Well, it is, and let's not forget that also the clickbait titles, because I think that shows a distinct lack of confidence. It's wow in all caps exclamation mark. Why people are freaking out over, like, do you think no one will click on your fucking videos if you don't use that shit, Phil?
Yes, he does.
Well,
but here's my problem with him with that.
Much for his confidence.
Yeah, I've mentioned this many times. Well, he's an insecure guy. He's talked about that before. A lot of big YouTubers actually are. But he got there by titty pics. And now he's like, man, I look back and see what a douchebag I used to be. Like, yeah, but you're still cashing them checks, ain't you, Phil?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So many of these people, comedians do it a lot too. Like, well, man, that's Kevin Hart. That's not who I am anymore. That's who I used to be. Like, you mean when you were a little bit funny?
That is the Grinch of Comicsgate, person by the name of Remfamous on Twitter, who just spends all day long harassing and stalking different people. She used to be a big right winger, and then got, I don't know what the right word is, to exposed, or she's just used the same online handle of Remfamous forever and a day. So it's like all connected to her older stuff, where she's standing with a cutout of Ronald Reagan. She's very proud to be a right winger, and her rant at that time was in and around the gay agenda. People are going to be burning down churches. Just you wait and see. It's all about the gay agenda. Now her new conspiracy theory, as she's moved to being a progressive liberal, is all about Comicsgate is going to bring down the world. And so she spends all day long talking about Comicsgaters, how we're all alt-right Nazis, and Ethan Van Sciver's the devil incarnate, and so forth. The reason I bring her up is the way that getting exposed in that way, the same way that Joy Reid from MSNBC uses getting exposed, talking about the gay agenda herself as well. Interesting coincidence. I've evolved. My opinion has changed. They use it as a victory statement. And I think everybody, especially Americans, love a comeback kid story, a redemption story. I think it's in our cultural DNA to love it. And I think they're taking advantage of that shit.
Well, with like Philly D, nobody even, well, I don't want to say nobody, a lot of people who find his content don't even know about his old shit. He's just, recommended because he's got however many fucking followers now, and it's a big video. So yeah, YouTube's like, here, maybe you should watch this and give him more money.
Kingslayer Damocles says I should keep drinking. So there you go. Huh.
The J Kid says, talking about clickbait with one of the masters in Monkey. Here's the thing. One, I am not sorry for anything I've ever put up on the internet. I've said some horrible shit on streams by today's standards that I should probably be shot for. And I stand by all of them because they were funny. You will never see me be one of those. Oh man, I feel so bad for that joke I made 5 years ago. Fuck you. It was funny. If you don't like it, then don't listen to it. Which is why I'll never be as popular as Philly D. I don't apologize for who I am. And this whole notion that I grew up in the last 5 years. Bullshit. You've just changed your public persona. Fuck off.
I really don't believe their change, honestly. It's maybe it happened, but I don't buy it. What I think is that you had an avenue to power through bitching and complaining and whining. Back in the day, it was about the gay agenda because that was something people were willing to listen to. The SJW pendulum swings over, and now the new avenue to power that they have is, oh my God, everyone's a racist and an alt-righter. So that's what they do.
Yeah, you shouldn't wear that Wakanda sweater if you're a honky, because it's not the same as a black person wearing a Captain America shirt.
Well, but that's okay because Sam Wilson was Captain America in the comics at some point.
Yeah, I guess. I'm tired of these people. A few of the people that I follow, I don't want to say hate follow, I guess humor follow on Twitter.
Pity follow.
No, it's more just to laugh at them. Like Amy Siskind. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's really big in the hashtag resistance movement. She used to be a hardcore righty.
Amy who?
Siskind. Siskind.
Okay.
Ed Krasenstein.
Oh God, yeah. See, it's just people who have found a path to social power and notoriety. That's all it is.
Ed Krasenstein built his Twitter as a Bieber fan site or fan Twitter.
Okay.
That's how he built it up, and then he switched it over to the Resistance.
Super gay.
Who's the lady on Twitter that she's like tweeting the Resistance live? That lady, do you know what I'm talking about? She's got, I've got 5 kids, so you can't threaten me or scare me. And it's what the fuck?
I don't know who that is.
First off, lady, there's a lot I can do to scare you and your 5 kids.
That
Whoa.
sounded threatening.
It did.
Well, it could sound it all day, but I didn't threaten her.
That's true. I wouldn't choose to be brought up by white parents again. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, we'll let you be raised in China, where you probably would have made it past day 1.
Oh God. Let's get into a little bit of the news. I'll have to dig up that story because that is just a screenshot. Snub, do you have the story link? Anyway, Rush Limbaugh says President Trump should veto the spending bill, shut down the government, and go to Mar-a-Lago and golf. Okay. While Paul Ryan was out filming his series on tax legislation, he once again abandoned his duty to push border wall funding as he promised numerous times. Paul Ryan promised repeatedly to fund the border wall, but never had any intention to fulfill the promise. Now it looks like the Republican congressman will once again pass the buck in the latest spending bill and refuse to do the will of the people by not funding the border wall. Rush Limbaugh, who met with the president earlier this week, told his audience today Trump should veto the spending bill and head to Mar-a-Lago and golf. All right, then. Yeah, the border wall not going to happen now, guys. Not unless it is privately funded, because
It's at like 3-point-something million right now.
nice. That's 3-point-whatever million in 3 days. The last 3 million of which happened in 24 hours.
It's impressive. It really is.
What's wrong, Monkey? Not feeling the stream. Am I what?
What?
Do I feel?
You said, "Oh God, let's do the news."
Oh.
No, it's because because we're gonna have a whole bunch of racist shit, Daniel Hogg, and that's what.
Oh yeah. I have to look up this damn why I wouldn't.
I read that story. It's depressing as fuck. Somebody mentioned a while ago, I forget who it was that stream my Christmas special, because I was talking about that Jack Inquisitor and I are going to do a Christmas special. No, that's coming up on excuse me, Friday or Saturday. It's just we're going to talk about Christmas comics and things in and around Christmas, because after last night's depressing stream, I really feel like doing something Christmassy.
Well, yeah, Bah Humbug. Here's your Bah Humbug story. A white family raised me. I learned to love being black.
Are we watching The Jerk?
Yeah, I was born a poor white man.
Well, that's going to be the new Jerk.
At Tanook Knight's white mom loved her, but her childhood in a white family meant it took her years to embrace her blackness. Her hair was one of the first things she came to love, which is why she became a hair blogger and wig maker. Wait, time out. You love your hair, so you became a wig maker.
I hear the opposite a lot. Like, they don't like it because it's not very amenable to certain styles.
It's hard to manage.
Yeah, so
Black girl hair is hard to manage.
I'm so proud of it. Okay, good for you.
When I was 8 or 9, my family started going on caravan holidays.
Oh God, caravans.
We went to beautiful places like Clacton-on-Sea and Whitstable. But the truth is, I found these holidays depressing. I stuck out like a sore thumb. I often felt the gaze of others, not just because I was usually the only black person in the caravan park, but because I was a little black girl walking around with my white parents. Those fuckers.
How dare they go, oh, that's pretty cool.
I was born in a private clinic in London in 1983 to my biological mom, a middle-class Nigerian woman. When she gave birth to me, she was 22 and unmarried, so she made the decision to leave me in the care of a white nanny. It wasn't particularly uncommon for Nigerian parents in the 70s and 80s to... Okay, yeah. I don't care.
Leave her in the care of a white nanny? Like, that sounds suspiciously like abandonment.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Now, I don't know if that's the case because there's very little detail there, but it really sounds like your mom just took the fuck off on you. Which is
pretty fucked up.
That's depressing.
That's fucked up.
We would live in the house with these white family carers and their families, and at best, we would be treated like one of their own children. At best? What more would she want? Usually you say at best when you're pointing out that something is still not good enough.
Monkey, have you seen any of the documentaries that myself, but very much so Scribe, have ever mentioned on the Weather Underground?
No, I don't pay attention to them.
You really should watch them because they relate to what we're talking about here. It reminds me of all, because in the 60s, it was all about politics, right? Not so much race, but like, are you a socialist? Are you a intercommunalist? Are you that was like the talk amongst the youth, and it bled into the news and so on. It's just today it's amped up to 1 million because of social media and garbage tier websites like you're reading from right now. But
this is the BBC, by the way.
Like I said, garbage tier website. So it just, all of them denounce their parents, their bourgeois parents who indoctrinated them into imperialist mindsets and so on and so forth. It's sad, but I don't like, whatever. You found a bunch of fucking friends who convinced you that your parents somehow did you wrong by something like it. Yeah.
My biological mom placed an advert in the local newspaper looking for a nanny when I was still a baby, 11 months old to be precise. And the next time I would see her again, I was 6 years old.
Yeah, you were abandoned.
A couple answered the advert. They were everyday working class people from South London, and they became the people who I would forever see as my parents. So I was a black child living in South Norwood, a predominantly black area with my white parents and their 2 biological children. Growing up, I was aware our skin complexions were different, so I never had a eureka moment. Oh, I'm black and you're white. Of course, classmates at primary school had questions. Is that your granddad? Is that your auntie?
Is that your auntie?
Is that your auntie? Though people asked that more because my parents were quite old, I think, and not so much because they were a different race from me. So bring it up as though it's a thing. My primary school best friend was mixed race, and her mom was a dark-skinned black woman. While I love spending time with my best friend, I think I may have loved being around her mom more. My friend's mom had a job in the city and drove a pink Jeep. So even at a young age, I clung to someone who was successful and resembled me. If I was a child today living with my parents, people would ask me if they were woke. The answer, no. As long as I was clothed, fed, and looked happy, they thought they were doing a good job in terms of parenting.
Fuck,
they were doing it.
That's what their fucking job was. Oh God.
Hold on. What part of the BBC website is this? Is this in like an op-ed section? Is it in
This is BBC News.
This is okay. And is this a journalist of theirs that's telling their life story or something?
Here, I'm going to throw the link in here so you guys can see it for yourself. It's this is BBC News, written. This was published on the 19th. It doesn't say, it's not an op-ed. It's not listed as opinion.
Like, I just don't get how this is
a fucking news story.
Like, what's the news? But okay.
Well, the news here is that making sure your kids are fed, clothed, and happy doesn't mean you're doing a good job as a parent. Oh, fuck. If I'm honest, I don't think they were able to look beyond the surface. The fuck does that mean?
Her hair was one of the first things she came to love, which is why she became a hair blogger and wig maker. Her hair is less than what? A 1/16 of an inch long. She's got a shaved head.
Real quick, Dragon Mage over on Streamlabs, thank you so much. Have you seen Drunken Uncle's new Spirit videos and Riley's vid on everyone getting money from the government? I haven't watched either. I love Drunkle, but I save Drunkle for when I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And then I just binge watch his shit because he is funny as fuck.
Agreed. That's the stuff I listen to at work when I'm like, all right, I've been on my feet for 8 hours. Time to count some cash. I'm gonna put some Drunkle on.
Growing up, my family struggled with my afro, but my parents usually just cut it extremely short and smothered it with Brill cream, kind of like you do right now. If this is a current picture of you,
Yeah, I don't think I want to read any more of this. It's in the chat link if you want to read it, guys.
What an ungrateful cunt.
Yes, exactly.
It wasn't only the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and my friends that helped me embrace my blackness. Say what?
Say what?
Well, she saw a black person on TV and she became the blackest of the black.
Yeah, she was perfectly fine until they corrupted her.
How dare you? How dare you corrupt her? Check out the hashtag. News is pissing me off.
I said some things on the hashtag. I don't remember what they were. The
Guys,
hashtag is what again?
it is hashtag MIT AM. What are the rules?
I
No
replaced
kids.
Bunt with Black Hair magazine and found a deep connection to my race hair.
Oh my God, Polly, we're dropping this now.
But come on, her race hair? That's pretty good.
Her race hair. Polly, what are the rules of the MIT AM hashtag?
Hold on. No kids?
And?
No hurt animals?
That's it.
Okay.
No dead kids, no dead animals.
That's right.
Oh.
We prefer no you know what?
Well, I had a story on preparing a Christmas turkey, but I guess that's off limits.
No, you can have a story about that.
It's a dead animal.
No, that's not a dead animal. That's a tasty treat.
Not a suffering dead animal.
That's a tasty treat.
A tasty treat. I thought you didn't like turkey.
Oh, I like turkey.
Oh.
We just don't have it at Christmas time. For Christmas, we have tacos.
Tacos, yeah, I remember.
And that was because the kids didn't like your traditional feasts. And we made a deal with them that if we would have a traditional Thanksgiving and they could vote on what we would have for our Christmas. And they unanimously voted for tacos.
Ooh, Jack sent us something interesting if we want to do that beforehand.
What we got?
He put it in chat, but I'm going to link it to you guys.
Monkey, at some point, please tell me you're going to bring that up as I have a black friend type defense. It's like, you hate immigrants. What do you mean? We have tacos for Christmas.
We eat tacos for Christmas.
Yeah.
Great.
Massive Dynamic sent me that I'm going to send to you too as well on Twitter. That's funny. Good job, man. I'm going to send this to you. And we'll send this to you.
Did you send them to the hashtag or did you send it to me?
Well, I sent the thing to the Hangouts, and then I sent you guys pictures.
I don't see no. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Isn't that great?
That is beautiful. We can send that to the peoples. We will get to the hashtag in a moment here, guys. There we go. I saw that yesterday. That's awesome. Look at it, Chuck.
So good.
You know the problem with her, because I do like a curvy woman, but is as out of shape as she is. She has no curves.
No, she's kind of just a Tootsie Roll.
She's like a potato. Don't these cunts know how to leave Discord off as they live stream? Who's got Discord on?
I don't know. You were on one time, but I don't think you're on right now.
My Discord has been off since last night when we ended our stream.
Yep, I just looked. You're not on any of them.
I actually get people give me shit because I don't turn it on enough. She's frumpy. You know what? I can deal with frumpy. She's not. She's just. I don't know what it is. Nut says she looks like she doesn't wash.
Yeah, that made me giggle.
Is it she looks like she doesn't wash, or she's told us how she stinks and it makes us think she doesn't wash?
It's like
you realize
down there.
The only thing between her and that poor photographer was that thin piece of see-through material.
I really hope he wore like eye protective goggles and like gloves and
a face mask. One of those hazmat suits.
You know,
I am going to kick your ass.
Last warning.
What? What are you talking
about? You're chewing.
Oh, I was doing it absent-mindedly. I forgot. Have you seen the ad for Men in Black International?
Oh my God.
No, are they making a new one?
Yeah, right. That was my reaction. I was like, oh, I guess I shouldn't be surprised at that. It stars Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson.
I haven't even watched the last one yet.
And I saw that it was trending. So I'm like, are they making another one? Kind of like you guys just reacted. And the hit at the tweet at the top says Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson feeding the bisexuals well in Men in Black International trailer.
Huh.
What?
Why would that be?
Now they mean like eye candy, not like they're actually feeding bisexuals, right?
Oh, you mean like literally offering them food? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that's what they meant. It's just, I guess the
Come
person
here,
who tweeted this,
bisexuals. I got a treat.
Give me.
I guess the person who tweeted this was equally attracted to both Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth, and was
Oh.
like,
Oh, okay.
that's my guess, because they make no.
No, that makes sense.
I mean, it has 211 likes, so I'm like, okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think that Chris Hemsworth has come out as bisexual, and I don't know about the other chick also.
Tessa Thompson's hot.
Well, she might be hot. I just don't know about her sexual preferences, nor do I care.
Oh, okay. Her character I thought was kind of boring in Thor Ragnarok, but then again, that was supposed to be a buddy flick between Thor and Bruce Banner, so
Right.
you know.
I liked it.
Okay, first, let's get this one out of the way, I suppose. From Jack Cochran, Colorado baker in court after refusing to make cakes celebrating gender transition.
Oh my God.
Attorneys for the Colorado baker who refused to make a wedding cake for a gay couple on religious grounds, a stand partially upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court, argued in federal court Tuesday that the state is punishing him again over his refusal to bake a cake celebrating a gender transition. Lawyers for Jack. Yeah, apparently that's a thing now. Now you have cake. I'm going to gender transition. I need cake.
Shonagart just told a really racist joke. Holy fuck. It's kind of funny. I'll remember that for later.
Oh, just share it.
People are like teeth. White ones are best, most are yellow, and black ones don't work.
Wow. Love it.
That's fucking cold, man.
That was dark.
Yeah, it really was. Like, holy shit.
That's great. And I can
lawyers for
relate to that because I got broken shit all up in my mouth.
Do you
Lawyers for
really?
Jack
Yeah, I got a
Phillips.
bunch of broken teeth, dude. It's not fun.
Sorry, Monkey, what you saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
sorry.
go ahead. Get the side chatter out of the way first.
All right. Well, I've got like 4 broken teeth. If that makes you feel better.
Like broken, and thus they're like causing you pain and shattered, or what?
They're shattered. They used to cause me pain, but now like one side has just been so nubbed down that it's basically like new chewy teeth.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, no, I went through orthodontist. I had braces, man, and
Ooh.
so yeah, my teeth were straight and pretty white. Yeah,
As well, they should be.
very well.
Lawyers for Jack Phillips, owner of Masterpiece Cake Shop in suburban Denver, are suing to try to stop the state from taking action against him over the new discrimination allegation. They say the state is treating Phillips with hostility because of his Christian faith and pressing a complaint that they call an obvious setup. Quote, at this point, he's just a guy who's trying to get back to life. The problem is the state of Colorado won't let him, one of his attorneys said. State officials argued for the case to be dismissed, but the judge said he was inclined to let the case move forward. The state officials argued for it to be dismissed, and the judge is moving it forward.
Well, the judge wants to make it a thing then.
The Supreme Court already ruled on that part. All right. Leave the man alone.
Yeah, if you know, if they did that on purpose, then
There's no other bakers in fucking Denver?
no, that's why they picked him because it's that baker.
You know what I wonder? Why don't you go ask the because there's all sorts of wonderful Middle Eastern pastries. There really are. So why don't you go to a halal bakery and ask them to cater your gay wedding? See how that goes for you.
Yeah. I bet they wouldn't be saying, oh, well, we have to make him do it.
No, they wouldn't be doing that. And there's no fucking way on earth any judge is gonna Sharia law. There's
No.
That would be the moment of the like the European Union's Human Rights Tribunal that criticism of Muhammad is not free speech. So there you go. Islam is the first protected religion in the European Union, and in the same way, you would find a legal precedent for Islam being a protected faith, whereby it would be, well, it's part of their freedom of expression and their religious beliefs are such that you would. That's my guess anyway. I mean, I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure that would be it. There's no way that would be Islamophobia run amok,
Oh, it would be, of course. Yeah, the wall donations are at $3.7 million right now.
That leads me back to that thing I shared in the Hangouts, by the way.
What'd you share?
I'm sorry, it was how much now?
3.7.
Yeah.
What is this?
Red Chaostri says Polly is an SMW with an SWT. Somebody want to help me out there?
SMW.
Right. With an SWT.
No clue. No clue what that means.
Yeah, I was hoping someone else could fill me in instead of having to go search for it.
This is from Congressman Stephen Palazzo. Enrico Palazzo. Thank you for knowing what that means. Washington, D.C. Congressman Stephen Palazzo, Vice Chairman of the House Homeland Security Appropriations Subcommittee, today announced or introduced a Border Bonds for America Act of 2018, which allows American citizens the opportunity to push revenue bonds to help finance the construction of a southern border wall. The bill is a safe investment into the infrastructure and security of our country. During World War II, 85 million Americans purchased 185 billion in war bonds and financially supported our troops while they were defending our country. This legislation would allow for the patriots of today's era to help support American security with the same ways as previous generations. Well, there you go. Wall bonds.
Huh.
I kind of like it.
Well, it means I'm a single white male with straight white teeth. That's the answer.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Dax sent us the what's that little kid's name?
Desmond.
Desmond. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. I'm not talking about Desmond again.
Is that the 10-year-old stripper?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did see the video up until yesterday. I saw the video. That's pedophilia.
Yeah.
We said
that's a bunch of people throwing dollars at a child for dancing lewdly.
Yes.
That's straight up. There's just no way around that. It's not brave. It's weird.
No, there's a reason why I sent it though, and I can't remember exactly all that made me add to it.
Yosef's the one that actually kind of made this blow up because I was picked up after he did it by Dangerous. As a Proud Boy, he's actually known some people who work for Milo and got to meet Milo, which I'm still jealous of. But they picked it up from there and it started spreading. And good on you for that one, Yosef. And for not running around like Philly D. I broke that story. Anyway, fuck off.
I think it was about the ABC promotion of the dude. So I think that's why.
Gotcha. What is that? The ABC promotion. What am I missing there?
Yeah, see, I can't click into a link. I thought there was a link there, so ignore it. It's all good.
Yeah, it's just the video, and I'm not sharing that on here, guys. If you want to look it up, you can. But anyway, I saw a guy on Twitter arguing with Yosef yesterday, saying that you can't break us down, and there's no way you're going to make me not support this child. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because it's a gay child. Even if he is a gay child at 10, why does he know he's gay? Who's touching him there? But this isn't about a little gay child. This is about pedophilia, you fucking assholes.
Mm-hmm.
This is about the sexualization of children. What are you missing there? If you don't see that, it makes me worried about you around children.
Can I link the wall bond story? Yes, I can. Hang on.
Look at that.
Go ahead. What were you saying there? Oh, I see you're sharing something. Let me put that up so everybody can see.
What game is this from? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
I gotta look.
Mustafa sent this out, and I'm like, that's good. That's good. It seems definitely like it's from some kind of games, but I don't know which one.
Yeah, she's got that old-timey belt thing going on there.
Yeah, and there's like the Spartan helmets adding something up here on the side. How many lives you have left or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, if anybody knows where that's from, let us know.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Let's see.
I can't find it. Jack, you want to link that Wallbond thing for Star, please?
Oh,
Let's just start
dude, the link's in the side chat.
Oh, that's right. I did put it there. Okay, I'm done.
I got it.
I couldn't
We don't
remember where
have
I put
producers here like Philly D does.
it.
Nor do we have obnoxiously vertigo-inducing jump cuts.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got a fun one I'm going to store in the Hangouts for later when we get done being pissed. So
United
Is
States.
it about Facebook sharing everybody's information to Spotify and Netflix and everybody else, even though they said they weren't?
no,
Oh,
we
we
talked about that.
That was yesterday's story. Yeah.
Where were you?
I was asleep.
Zuckerberg's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, he is.
Milo got in trouble for saying older men with young gay men was normal. Is that what he said?
He said it, but that's not exactly what he said. He says it takes like an older gay person to gracefully get a new gay like person into there when they're turning like 18, 19, all that into the world and do it safely is what he said. And he said that before. He said that all over the place. It's like I don't like that he did this to me, but it did help me get into the world, and that's where he got in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why, but I understand what he's saying too. I'm not.
Well,
he's a mixed up guy.
He clarified. Well, he is, and maybe that's because he was raped as a child.
Yeah, who would think?
Yeah.
Child sexuality stuff.
Yeah. You mean child sexuality fucks people up? He was in the incident we're talking about. He had he was 15, I think he said, something like that.
Was it that old? I thought it might have been younger.
No, it was in that range, and had sex with a priest. And everybody's like, "Oh my god!" I was 15 and had sex for the first time with an adult. She was 19. And
18. Okay, sorry, Black Roman. Thanks for bringing that up.
Okay, yeah. But nobody has a problem with me saying I don't really think that woman should go to jail for what she did to me. But with the gay sex, and look, they're both predators. They both should be. But as the person who was involved, as the 15-year-old who was involved, I was like, this is awesome.
I think there's a lot of shady ground when it comes to like 15-year-olds and that sort of thing. I understand it's a disgusting act, but there's a lot more involved than we give most of the general stories credit for.
And that is why it is up to the adult, because at 15, yes, you're getting older. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was actually the aggressor in that whole situation. And that is why it's up to the adult to say no. And that's the whole thing. The adult is supposed to say no.
Right.
Because as kids, we're stupid.
And we're willing to make the dumb mistakes. They're like, we got plenty of time.
Because we don't know they're dumb mistakes.
Right.
Look at that poor kid who knocked up Mary Jo Letourneau.
Ugh.
This kid knocked up his teacher at, 13? Do you think he realized the implications of what he was doing at 13? He might have known, oh, yeah, I could have a child. But he didn't fucking know what that means. Oh, I fucking hate people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the onus is on the adult there. And yeah, those of us who, looking back at it, the 19-year-old that I had sex with for the first time, she was incredibly immature, very sheltered life. Mom and dad never let her out, and she got a hold of me, and I was your bad boy, guys. Yeah. But
you were daddy's mistake.
Yeah, I'm the one mom told you not to talk to. Actually, she came from the really rich neighborhood, and I came from the Navy brat neighborhood, and her mom hated that the two of us even spoke. Yeah, she did. She hated me. But she was still a fucking adult who should know better. Anyway, yeah, she should have been like, you're 15. I'm going to go find somebody my age. Cannabis found to alter genetic profile of sperm.
I saw that.
Scientists warns that men attempting to conceive should avoid consuming cannabis for 6 months as the drug could affect sperm. Legal access to cannabis is increasing across the U.S., promoting scientists to dig deeper into the effects of THC in teens, adults, and pregnant women. Patients in the U.K. can be prescribed medical cannabis as of November if it is agreed by a specialist doctor. New research from Duke University has suggested that THC could impact the sperm of men in their childbearing years and potentially the children they conceive. Previous research has established that tobacco smoke, pesticides, flame retardants, and even obesity can alter sperm. In the same way, the new Duke research shows that THC also affects the way that genes are expressed and causes spectral and regulatory changes in DNA of the drug user's sperm. Well, yeah, guys, if you're gonna want to make children, it's best to be as clean as you can if you want the offspring to be as close to you as possible.
Did you guys hear about this? But
real quick, Fugi, no, we're doing those stories right now. That one was sent to us by Massive Dynamics. Go ahead. What were you saying, Polly?
Did you guys hear about the story that was trending on Twitter with 14,000 tweets before Twitter killed it because, CNN was a bad player in it?
No, what was it?
CNN's 2014 Journalist of the Year resigns after admitting to falsifying stories for years.
Oh, yeah. We read that last night on Lords of the Night.
Did you include that 2014 was also the year that the Columbia Journalism Review decided that Don Lemon was the worst journalist of the year?
No, we didn't get to that part.
But I doubt they mentioned it in the stories. It's something John Ward, a YouTuber, keeps bringing up. Worst journalist of the year, Don Lemon, worst journalist of the year. The gold standard in journalism reviews is the Columbia Journalism Review. And Don Lemon in 2014 was voted worst journalist of the year.
He's not a journalist.
No, he's totally not.
He's barely a person.
but in the same year, he was voted worst journalist of the year, Don Lemon. And the person that CNN voted best journalist of the year admits to years of making up stories.
Yeah. Just out of thin air.
And it was running all this morning, and it got up to like 14,000 tweets on trending, and then it was killed for 5 separate trends on Men in Black International.
Wow, that's much more important than CNN reporters falsifying stories. We don't want to get out there and have people thinking there might be fake news. Yeah, CNN and their fake news. Really, I'm shocked. Somebody needs to link that shit to what?
Did you hear about this fat otter?
No, you are. What? Do you have ADD?
What are you trying to say, monkey?
You were on CNN and then bam! Did you see the fat otter? Like, where the fuck did that come from?
I've got tabs open. I don't know. I thought we were done with that story.
What's in that ice?
No, I did not see the fat otter.
The Monterey Aquarium slammed for fat shaming an otter by calling the overweight creature, quote, an absolute unit in a Twitter post.
What? Yeah, it's an otter.
I see, otters are like my spirit animal. So like I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for this. Oh, they called her a thick girl. Oh, here.
What's wrong with being called thick?
Nothing. It's just, look at this poor otter. What have they been feeding it, man?
That is a fat fucking otter.
No, help you anyway, guys. Come on, don't be bigots.
And they wrote, you can see it here, Abby is a thick girl. What an absolute unit. She chonk. Look at the size of this lady. Oh Lord, she coming.
She looks like the Amy Schumer of otters.
Yeah.
That poor otter. She's just laying there and she's all fat. Like, it's just what happened.
Yeah, it looks like that head does not belong with that body.
Yeah.
All right. Fat otter shaming. Dun, 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 dun.
And they've been I don't think it's fat shaming. It's more like, I'd like to think people weren't even YouTube star Count Dankula was keen to have his say, retweeting the aquarium's post with the caption, quote, having to apologize for calling an otter fat is peak 2018.
Wow.
Chonda Prescond Weinstein.
Oh, keep going. I just remembered there was a story about my girl. Keep going.
Tweeted, I'm certain that the Monterey Aquarium didn't realize they were basically comparing black women to animals by using
the verbiage they used.
Yeah, by using AAVE developed to talk about black women's bodies to describe an animal. But that's pretty bad. MBA. Please delete this tweet. It is offensive.
Ooh.
So why didn't they call it racist? I don't understand. This is the Daily Mail UK. Like, you should have called it racist and sexist tweet. Missed opportunity.
I'm looking up Miss Cortez.
Cortez.
Yeah, because I remember she
Good burrow bitch do now.
Burrow bitch said something stupid yesterday. I'm trying to find it. She was whining about the news. There it is. One disappointment about DC is the gossip that Masquerades is reporting.
Oh my God.
This story has not a single name or verifiable source, only one on the record comment, which is a denial. My dad had a name for junk articles like this: birdcage lining. You mean fake news? Yeah. But as I come to her Twitter, yeah, she is the Donald Trump of the left.
Holy fuck.
This is a story from The Cut. The imagined threat of a woman who governs like a man.
Dun dun dun.
And it's about Miss Cortez.
Okay.
Oh knows.
Burrow bitch. We got to do Burrow bitch. Sorry, Burrow bitch is my.
It's his kryptonite.
I love her. I
Dear Alexandria Cortazio, whatever her fuck name is. You're bro, bitch. Get over here. I love you.
I want to hug her and pet her head.
You think she's just like a little kitty?
She's a
Right.
moron.
It's Anita Consuela Santorita Ocasio-Cortez.
There you go.
Oh God, hang on a second here. I got a cough.
I'm actually curious because I know in a lot of families traditionally, hyphenated names do not mean what they would between, like, nobody wants to change their last name, so they hyphenate the name. There's a stronger tradition of mom's maiden name, although the other family name. Is that what went on with her, or
Probably
her parents?
Because it's a Spanish tradition.
I'm just wondering, or are her parents like woke ass New Yorkers that don't want to? Her mom is a strong, independent lady who don't need no man, kind of thing.
I would bet with her heritage that it's probably the language heritage.
Okay.
But that doesn't stop other people. Stop fucking adding names. If you're American, stop that shit. Anyway.
So what you're saying is it's cultural appropriation.
It's stupid, and it makes me read more names, and you know how bad I am with names. God damn it. On Tuesday, Politico posted a provocative, anonymously sourced piece claiming that New York Congresswoman-elect Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez might be planning, in concert with Justice Democrats, to recruit a Democratic primary challenger to her fellow New York Congressman Hakeem Jeffries in 2020. In part in response to his undercutting of the California Congresswoman and progressive stalwart Barbara Lee in a November House leadership election. Whoo! That was all one sentence, y'all. Ocasio-Cortez later dismissed the piece, calling it birdcage lining. However inaccurate the facts in Politico's reporting may have been, the piece was useful and telling. The expression of a building fever dam about Ocasio-Cortez and the fears of what she might be capable of should she continue to flash her unprecedented willingness to make bold demands and push her party where she thinks it should go. Ocasio-Cortez's eagerness to flex her muscles without demurring or waiting for her turn, without even waiting to be sworn in, is undergirdling nightmarish fears about undergirdling. I've never heard that word.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is undergirdling nightmarish fears about her as an agent of chaos and destruction.
Undergirdling.
Yes.
I mean, I know what an undergirding is on a bridge. Is that what's going on?
I'm guessing. Oh, undergirding. Yes, thank you. I put an L in there that doesn't belong.
I really was hoping she added a new word to the dictionary.
The political story itself was illustrated with an image of the Bronx native appearing to literally rub her hands together while grinning like Dr. Evil.
Not from the Bronx.
Wait, I gotta see that actual piece then. Hang on. Is that what they did in there?
Are you talking about the Happy Merchant picture?
I'm not sure. Here's the bitch. Don't retweet somebody tweeting you and fucking quote tweet them. The fuck is wrong with you?
That's some Inception tweeting right there.
Oh
Holy
my
fuck.
God. Okay, here's the picture that they used in the article. This is her looking like Dr. Evil.
Yes. Okay. That is the okay. You know the Happy Merchant anti-Semitic meme of the old Jew with it's referred to as the Happy Merchant.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what she looks like in that picture, just mirror reversed. That is her speaking at the Jews for Social Progress group where she claimed to have Sephardic Jewish heritage.
Oh, where she? Yeah, I'm a Jew.
Right. And she's standing there posed like the Happy Merchant meme. And the Washington Post put that up. And then when people started like hate tweeting at them, what the fuck, they took it down and replaced it with the video clip. I can't. And, oh shit! It's like, yeah, she does look evil in that picture, but it's better that she looks more like the Happy Merchant claiming to be Jewish. That's fucking priceless. What's wrong with you, lady? And not to mention, she looks old beyond her years in that picture.
She does look old. No wonder she needed some time off before she started her job.
Like most younger ladies putting on big glasses get that sexy librarian thing working. She gets like old bitter spinster look going on. It's weird.
Can confirm I was a volunteer librarian, and the ones with the glasses, definitely hotter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This story doesn't have much to it. There's zero evidence that a challenge to I'm way down at the bottom, guys. To Jeffries will become a reality, much less that it's a top priority for Ocasio-Cortez, who has disavowed the story and whose hands are very full with being the Democrat Party's fastest rising star and pushing her party to get behind a Green New Deal, and who, not for nothing, would indeed take an enormous risk in going after one of the party's favorite sons. This is a woman who unseated the number 4 Democrat in the House. So yeah, that would be an enormous risk for her, yeah. But there was something downright electrifying about seeing how uncomfortable it made so many people to even imagine a young politician testing out her powers in this way. The giddy, exhilarating thrill of watching those sparks fly. Let me explain how politics works to you. She can do this, and she can try some underhanded, dirty shit like that. And if she does, everybody who's in power at the top is going to be like, oh, you want to play that game, do you, little bitch? Mm. And they will slap her around. They will pour a shit ton of money into a challenger who looks just like her but is smart.
There's very seasoned political maneuverers in Congress. We all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're making enemies out of your own party, and you're not an accepted part of a caucus that has your back. What are you doing? Like,
well, she's believing her own press.
Fair enough. That's a great call. Like, this is the way, I don't know, a bully who just realized that they have the power to bully acts.
Yes. And she doesn't have that power. She only has that power in the media. She does not have that power within her party right now because she hasn't done anything yet.
Like, threatening people left, right, and center without a power base is a bad idea.
Yep.
And when your power base is the media, you don't have a power base. You're not even part of a caucus that's going to have your back. That's crucial to swinging a big stick in Congress. Anyway.
It's funny, though, because she thinks she's going to change everything.
Right. Yeah.
Sure you are.
You know what she reminds me of? David Hogg.
Yes.
Like, yeah. the impatience and the fuck you old folks, you don't know how to get things done. I'm so much smarter than you, you know.
Yeah. It's a really good comparison. You know, because them young folk gonna do it. Just got back into chat. What did Donkey Girl do now? It's Burrow Bitch.
It's now Burrow Bitch, yes.
She reportedly, according to Politico, has made a power play to unseat what was it, Jeffrey or Hakeem Jeffries? I forget, whatever the fuck his name is, who's the number 5 Democrat right now in the House. Because she doesn't like how he voted once.
Like, of her own party, she's not sworn in.
Yeah.
You know what people at the DNC are talking about? I can take a good guess.
How to get rid of her.
Like how does partition her from any decision-making authority?
You know what if there is not a Democrat Oppo group looking into her, I would be really surprised.
It's I don't know. Like I said, there's some very smooth maneuvers in Congress. It's, you know what? You be the threatening person. You be the shield. We will throw you up whenever we need to talk, but we are going to, behind the scenes, make sure that you never have any decision-making power on any committees, because I don't want to be subject to your random mood swings and desire to crack someone over the head with your congressional authority. You know, it's like other Democrats are looking at that, and it's like, if I don't vote the way that she wants to, but my constituents want me to, and she doesn't seem to realize that. Who is again? Who does she caucus with? Oh, no one.
Yeah, P-Dog, we covered the story about her wanting to get on the Ways and Means Committee, which, by the way, guys, is like one of the top committees that has saved people who have paid their dues in Congress.
Easily one of the most powerful committees in Congress. Yeah. That's the purse strings right there.
Money. Yep.
Yeah. You can cut someone's legs out badly at the Ways and Means Committee with small votes that are never seen publicly. It's extremely powerful committee. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. She was a bartender for years, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
You think there's any dirt on her out there?
Hopefully.
I don't know. Like it. I'm always reminded of Chappaquiddick. It's amazing what people can do after extremely disgraceful events, you know?
Well, and I'm not saying there's something wrong with being a bartender. I'm saying that she's young and dumb, and I bet she sucked a few dicks that she didn't know.
No, I that she didn't know.
They were strange and unusual, but there they were.
I know. I get your point. Like, being a bartender is there any? But even if people have stories, like, there's just not that much to be made of them. Look at Ted Kennedy and Chappaquiddick. Like, look at all the hate that was made of that. Yeah, he was fine.
He was a Kennedy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She's a Burrow bitch. I mean, Teddy was a Kennedy. That name gets you away with a lot.
That's true.
She's just some cunt who unseated the number 4 Democrat, which I have no problem with that. I really don't. But the people in power do.
Mm-hmm.
Because anyway, Burrow bitch. What is TikTok?
Oh God, it's basically the new Vine.
Oh, okay. This one came to us from Saint Fugi. TikTok has a Nazi problem. Dun dun dun. Doesn't everywhere these days? TikTok, which is a mega popular. Let me try that again. Which is mega popular with children and teens, has a problem with blatant, violent white supremacy and Nazism.
Is everybody lip syncing to Moon Man? What's going on?
I don't know. This is comes to us from Motherboard, which is a subsidiary of Vice. Users on mega popular children's lip syncing app TikTok are sharing calls for violence against people of color and Jews, as well as creating and sharing neo-Nazi propaganda, Motherboard has found. Some accounts verbatim read, "Kill all N-words, all Jews must die," and killing. I don't know what that is because you didn't give me kill N-words. Okay, there we go. The words are uncensored on the app, which is sort of melding of Vine and Instagram that allows users to create short videos synced to music. Motherboard found the content on the Chinese-made app. Why you got to say it's Chinese, man? Which is used by hundreds of millions of people, many including teenagers and children in the United States, within minutes of starting a basic search. Do you think this author was given a tip, or do they think, let's go see what we can find about Nazis on TikTok?
That's right. That's exactly what I think. Yes.
We've never talked to TikTok, but clearly we need to. Heidi Birich, director of the Intelligence Project at the Southern Poverty Law Center, told Motherboard in an email.
Off. No more of them.
They need the site to be cleaned up, and now.
That was priceless, actually. We've never talked to them, but they need a good talking to.
Yeah, but they need to clean that shit up. We've never talked to them, but fucking clean it. The news signals social media platforms continued reckoning with hate speech, but even with the news signals social media's platforms. That's not a sentence. I hate to be Scribe here, but that's not a sentence. I read it correctly. But even with Facebook mishandling its approach to white nationalism and Discord providing a haven for serious neo-Nazi groups, TikTok is doing a particularly bad job at moderating white supremacists on its platform. The hate speech material on TikTok is varied. Some accounts signal support for Adam Waffen, a violent neo-Nazi group linked to the murders of several Jewish people across the United States. One account Motherboard found was called Race War Now.
I'm a bad man. What can I say?
These people are so easily triggered. You want to see the article? Here you go. I'll throw it into chat there for you. There you go. You know what? I feel like this would be a good time to shill ourselves. We haven't done it yet. This program. Well, I kind of threw the shirt thing out there. But guys, if you would like to support the channel, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. Those all help out a lot. You can also financially support me by the $ down below. Or you can support me, and I know Dax has one. We have Streamlabs links that you can, if you don't want to give YouTube 30% of your donation,
which you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. No, YouTube bad. YouTube fucked us up. Polly, did you see what they did to us yesterday?
I saw in my sub box that you started your stream over again, and then you said something about YouTube because you had a black man on. What happened?
Those motherfuckers. As soon as P-Dog joined us, our stream just died.
We were doing good. We were in a good stride, and we were feeling good, and then they cut us off.
And so we had to start a new one, and then on the new one, they wouldn't give us accurate representations of views. It kept. I mean, it was jumping. It got as low as 16 and as high as 60, and in like 10 seconds between them.
Oh, it would even happen to everybody else too, because I went to watch Blinds right after we were done, and there were confirmed at least 16 of us in the chat at any given moment, and it said she had like fewer than 5.
P-Dog, we're not blaming you. I'm just saying YouTube apparently doesn't like black people on my stream.
You should talk to them, P-Dog. You know, you could sue them with all your lawyer stuff.
I feel like we need to get the Southern Poverty Law Center in this. But yeah, guys, if you'd like to support us, please do so. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. And Polly, you have a channel, right?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
You gonna throw the link in there for shilling?
Well, there's the link right there. And if
there
you're
we go.
In comic books or discussion in and around it, or the horrible sloppy mess that we called a stream that we ran last night, you can go over there and check it out and see if you like it. And if you do, like, share, and subscribe.
You two talk for a minute. It's Polly's turn to be in charge. I'm gonna let Polly be in charge. I'll be right back, and then remind me I have a fucking rant. Okay, I have a rant.
Okay. All right.
Hurry back.
So I've got a story here, actually. It's a Kim Kardashian one.
Ugh.
No, I know. It's okay.
All right.
I just it's got a surprise in it.
Yeah. So did Ray J.
Oh, I can't present myself, can I?
Nope.
Oh, well, never mind. We'll wait for Monkey to get back. So how's things, man? How's your Christmas coming along there, Grinch?
Bah humbug.
It's coming along bah humbuggy?
To be fair, I only have one more gift to buy, and that's for my brother. And I'm not sure if I'm going to wait till February because we're going to the con together. So,
Okay.
and he's got a birthday in January, so I think I can make it a good gift.
Yeah, we have a friend of ours on Discord whose birthday is today, by the way. Happy birthday, Zelthar. I don't know what that would feel like having a birthday so close to Christmas where, you
It
know,
sucks.
yeah, you get that well, you know, this is a Christmas present / birthday present. You're basically getting screwed.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a complainer about those things. Black Romeo says I shouldn't chill since I hate chills. Well, there's a whopping difference between saying, "Hey, I've got 350 something subs. If you, well, thank you. If you'd like to be one of them and you like what we do, that's cool." As opposed to Philly D, who's like, "Do you have mental health problems? Sign up for this service that we did no due diligence on whatsoever. But as you do sign up, we get a couple $100 off of your mental anguish." That's a different kind of shilling entirely.
It's a shame because I really wanted that to be a good site.
So did I. I don't know. I was under the impression that it was certified counselors, and I don't mean psychiatrists.
Right.
I mean counselors, not people who decide one day that they're a life coach. You know what I'm talking about here?
Right.
And what's more, having done psychology and done the practicum and having known a bunch of practicing licensed psychologists, I know how their scheduling works. Like, for not all of them, but if they're not attached to a hospital, they have a private practice, right? They have spaces in the week. I don't know, my mind, and I guess it was just full of assumptions and imagination, where it was like, oh, what a great service for a licensed psychologist to be able to, I'm free this many hours of this many day, and yes, I am open to video conferencing with people for generalized advice and therapy, general therapeutic CBT methods, cognitive behavioral therapy stuff that can help in the short term. I'm like, oh, this is a great way of linking up licensed professionals with these many free times, and they put it in there and it links them up with people that are looking for that. That's great. But no, that wasn't what was going on at all. Whew. Yeah, man, there's you are so much better off talking to a mental health professional, just a certified counselor, than you are going on Tumblr and self-diagnosing with a bunch of other people looking to name themselves the worst possible of all conditions for the sake of the pity that it affords.
Right.
Yeah, some dude out there claiming he's got ovarian cancer.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Taking your thing to the extreme. I agree with you.
Now we're complaining about BetterHelp.
Self-diagnosis, or in that case, yeah. The only thing I will say about BetterHelp is there were several people who said that when they called them or contacted them, they told them, you're too fucked up for us, which at least they went that far. But for the other people, yeah, you should have told them to go get real help anyway. I have a rant. Do you guys ever listen to talk radio? Oh, sorry. Mule one.
That's funny.
Mule 1066 says, is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez nickname Burrow as in donkey or Burrow as in of New York? Either way, it works. I called her Donkey Girl for a long time, and Dax's woman came up with Burrow Bitch, which I like better.
So clever. I'm so proud of her for
that. Anyway, do you guys listen to talk radio at all?
Every once in a while, I'll listen to Hannity or whatever's on Limbaum.
Polly, you?
No, I used to, but I enjoy podcasts and audiobooks now. I've gone from talk radio, but I enjoy the concept, the style of it. Yeah.
So you guys know the format, and I'll get to what that means in a second. I was listening to, I love talk radio, and if it's just me in the car, oftentimes I will just turn on talk radio. It doesn't matter what it is, and just listen on my way to where I'm going. The other day, I went shopping by myself, and oh, cool, I can listen to talk radio. And it was Laura Ingram's show. Mm-hmm. And I didn't actually catch her talking about anything real. She was actually thanking her staff, which is cool. She was thanking her staff for the hard work they do and talking about how much she loves them and how hard, this is the part that pissed me, how hard it is to put on a 3-hour radio show. Like, what? The The fuck are you talking about?
Bitch, you want to calculate the amount of hours that even just Monkey and I alone do every day?
How about the fact that out of that 3 hours, she maybe talks for an hour because of all the fucking commercials in those things?
Exactly. I was just thinking the same exact goddamn thing. It's like, fuck you, lady. You don't know what it means to actually be talking all day.
We got to listen for 10 minutes, and then we got to listen to 20 minutes of commercials for her to come back and go, where this is the Laura Ingraham show. We'll be right back. Now I'm not dissing these people, but yeah, and they're not doing anything different than we are. We talk about stories in the news. That's what they talk about. They talk about, the topics of the day. She's got producers, sound engineers. This is me and Dax coming on here, pulling in some lovely people like our Polly Dub here.
Love you, Polly.
Thank you.
And talking for 2 straight fucking hours at least. At least.
And that's if I don't come straight off of Breakfast with Barry. You got to remember, I usually do that too. When there's like maybe a half hour or an hour break between them.
And she's talking about how hard it is to put on this 3-hour show. I'm like, kiss my ass, bitch.
Exactly. It's like, I know you're supposed to be on our side, but fuck you.
And look, I would have said that to any, because I've heard all of them say it. I've heard Rush say it. I've heard Hannity before he died, Alan Combs, because yes, I listen to both sides, guys. All of them, it's so hard to put on. Shut the fuck up. You talk for an hour. You talk for a fucking hour.
Now, I wasn't aware of this. So Laura Ingraham has her own 3-hour syndicated, purely radio talk show. This isn't her Fox show on the radio. Okay.
No, she has a just like Hannity, he has his actual radio show too. Yeah. It's same setup. But yeah,
that explains a lot about her style on Fox News. Wow.
Doesn't it though?
No, it really does. Like okay, I get it now.
And you fucking bitch. How dare you? How dare you?
He's got a right to be mad. She's complaining about nothing.
So funny. So you fucking bitch.
You fucking bitch. How dare you? Look, and I do think it's great that she's sitting there, thanking all of her people and talking about what a family, because she talks about like what they've been through over the years and how many people have worked for her, but then, moved on, but they still like send pictures of their family and stuff. And that's great. That's beautiful.
Sure.
I am very thankful for everybody who jumps in here. I love Dax. Dax, I am so thankful for you. You helped me keep this going. Polly, you've been probably as much of this show as anyone else. And I love your contributions. You are amazing. Well, but we talked for 2 fucking hours.
And I ain't never got no Christmas cards from any of you.
Aw, Polly.
I'm giving you my Christmas card right now. Can you see it?
I'm going to find you a Christmas card.
You're making some lewd gesture, aren't you?
Yes, I was. That's okay. I meant it with love. Yeah, she makes it sound like she's fighting Nazis to get to the air every day. It's 3-hour show.
Did it really? I didn't hear it. Did she really go on like that about it? Like not fighting Nazis, but should she really make it sound like a hardship?
Yes, she did. She talked about how there were tears and how she's just so passionate about the show that sometimes there's fights behind the scenes. Like, the fuck are you talking about? You come on the air, you talk about whatever is already in the news. You don't fucking break news. Don't pretend that shit, bitch. You go up there and you talk about whatever's already in the fucking news. The same shit we do. However, you have a big ass team that does it for you as well, who takes care of going out there and finding you advertisers, who takes care of making sure your cues are on time, who makes sure that you don't miss that commercial break, who goes through and because she does call-ins too, who screen your callers for you. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
I'll be back in just a second, gentlemen.
That was my rant for today. Well, this time, because holy shit.
I'm just going to go grab a drink. I will be right back.
Uh-oh.
And I'll leave it. I will leave the crushed ice out of it. Just
Thank you, sir.
He's learning.
I don't even put ice in my drink anymore or try to cool it, because I use 2 liters, so I just have a 2 liter right next to my desk. Fill my drink as I go.
Yep.
That way I don't have to fall or try to stuff it into a mini fridge. Let's see what we got here. And Stargazer is your PR department. She is. She absolutely is.
She's
She's
wonderful,
wonderful.
too. Love you, Star. You make
I
this a
love
lot
nuts.
easier. Yeah, well, we know you love nuts.
I love nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I love my nuts. And I call her my nuts because for anybody who wasn't there for the origination of calling Stargazer Nights nuts, it's because I kept saying that wrong. God, 6-8 months before somebody corrected me.
Like, why are you calling her that? What do you mean?
Yeah, somebody pointed that out. I was like, oh, well, she's nuts now. Old Grouchy Gamer said, didn't you do a 5-hour chat once? I can beat that. I did. I think my longest was 7.5.
Oof.
Yeah, we talked overnight, well into the fucking normal time period.
He'll probably
Which
appreciates what I'm doing, by the way.
what's that?
I'm making him a Christmas card, and he can fuck right the fuck off.
There you go. Wall funding has hit 4 million. Jesus Christ.
I'm so happy.
Politicians, pay attention to this. People want this shit. Stop paying attention to the fucking news cycle. They go through and they find a couple of fucking assholes who whine about this shit. There is literally no reason not to build a wall. If you want to go, well, it's not going to do anything. Well, then it's not going to hurt anything either. Fuck off.
Right.
How many of these fucking politicians who say we don't need a wall have all their stuff out on their fucking lawn? I bet they have them all inside the walls of their fucking house. And apparently walls do something. I'm sorry, I'm yelling again. P-Dog, it's actually 4 million in 3 days because yesterday at 9 a.m. was 48 hours.
Okay, I've got a off-topic question. Is it Stargazer nuts or nits?
It's nights, actually.
It's nights. Okay, it's Stargazer nights. Okay.
Yes, I said it wrong for like 6 months before somebody ever corrected me.
And this is why I'm asking. And is Stargazer, now this is going to sound rude, but
Sure.
It's actually me giving a damn. Okay. Is Stargazer a man or a woman?
Woman.
Okay. There. That's good to know.
My nuts are female.
I did know because I called somebody over in that Umbrella Guys chat a woman, and it was a man, and I was like, oh shit. And so it's like, this is why I should just use people's names, not ever assume genders. You know?
You're going to use a pronoun eventually, and we fuck it up all the time on Lords of the Night. And the only thing you do, I'm sorry, and just move on. The first time it's like, oh shit. But then, I mean, we've done it so much. It's like, dude, it's just what fucking, yeah, Corey, we did it to Corey as well. We called Corey. You know what the funny part about Corey is? Corey corrected us and told us he was a dude. And then I think it was the next show or the show after that, we started calling him a her again. And he's like, I'm a dude. Like, oops. Yeah. So we've misgendered somebody who's already corrected us on the misgendering.
Especially the people that are like, I mean, there's so many regulars up in chat.
Yeah.
Stargazer is a huge regular, big supporter. So it's like the least I can do is figure out how to say her name. That's the least I can do.
Well, it's actually become on Lords of the Night, at least. There are people who like when I fuck up their name because it becomes part of the lore, becomes part of the canon.
Right.
And I fuck up names so much that, yeah, people who come into our chat for the first or second time, they're, who are they talking about? Like, oh, sorry. Yeah. Because like Ramen Lewis, that's Raymond. I don't know why every time I saw his name, it said ramen in my head. And I finally said that out loud and he became Ramen Lewis.
That's great.
I have name dyslexia. I don't know if it's actually name dyslexia or what. I have trouble reading names. And I know you have trouble reading everything. I do, out loud at least. But when it comes to names, I have trouble with pronunciations. And I don't, I've been this way my whole life. And
I thought Dax Orion was a Deep Space Nine reference. So, you know,
it's just ironic that it came out nearly the same time. Like I came out with the name pretty much as Deep Space Nine was getting put on air.
I was like, what are the odds? Like Dax O'Brien. I'm like, oh wait a minute, that's not O'Brien, that's Orion. What the hell?
Although Comini is one of my favorite actors ever because of Deep Space Nine. I love that character of O'Brien. It's so good.
Remember him?
Yeah, he was
for 5 seconds in Scotty.
In Scotty, what?
What? Did you just say Scotty?
You said Scotty.
You said
You
Scotty.
did.
You did.
The fuck are you talking about?
Are you high?
What is in those ice chips?
Jesus Christ.
Who? I could have sworn Monkey just said Scotty, and I'm like,
He didn't say a word.
I didn't say anything.
and I was like, no. Chief O'Brien is the chief engineer of Deep Space Nine, but he's not Scotty.
Why are you guys calling him Dax? His name was Miles.
No. Dax is another character.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's Jetsia Dax. And we're not going to mention the other one because she doesn't exist in my head.
She's cute. Leave her alone.
She's a pixie and she doesn't deserve to be there. Never mind.
What's
I don't know who Dax O'Brien is. I didn't watch much of.
There is no Dax O'Brien. That was the joke. Is that he thinks that I was referencing both O'Brien and Dax at the same time, which I was.
Oh, gotcha.
He was
now,
like
now
he was
I got
shipping
it.
2 characters kind of thing.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Dax blurted out Scotty out of nowhere.
I most certainly did not. I didn't.
He didn't. Nobody said Scotty.
Only Paulie said Scotty.
I'm not even trying to fuck with you guys. I swear to you, I thought, and I'm wrong. That's fine. I can be wrong. I misheard. I wasn't so much wrong as I was mistaken.
Everybody go over to Twitter and spam Scotty pictures at Polly.
Remind him who Scotty is.
You say that like that's going to be an awesome day for me, okay?
Speaking of awesome days, I sent you a Christmas card in your DMs.
You did?
I did.
Is it a sexy Christmas card?
No.
Oh.
Here's another one where I'm going to be. I think I'm going to be a little bit. Oh my! Pizza restaurant apologizes to customer whose receipt read "trash white" as the name. Yeah, a pizza restaurant apologized to customers. A server called white trash and reportedly refunded the cost of their meal. This isn't one of those things where it was like written on in a pen, like some of those receipts where we see horrible stuff. No. It is actually typed in there. Right there. Name, white trash. Whew.
Nice.
Good job.
Sorry, I was doing something. I'm sorry, that the server was named that, or that they said that the customer was named that?
That's what they named the customer on the receipt.
That's great, though. Oh, man. As a waiter previously, I would have loved to have seen somebody put that down.
Leathery old bastard sent the first tweet of Scotty.
There you go. Get us some Scotty pictures.
You wield your power, Monkey, with all of the finesse of AOC. It's just terrible.
Did you just compare me to Burrow bitch?
Someone's getting kicked.
So you're showing people where to send more. What? Oh.
You know what's funny?
Apparently just recently deleted a tweet that was funny. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to go full Star Trek nerd. Never mind. It doesn't make sense.
Good talk. We need our we need a dick of the day.
Yes, we do.
And what day is this? This is Wednesday.
Thursday.
Thursday. How about tomorrow? We go through and do
here tomorrow.
So much for doing dick of the week tomorrow.
I mean, I can send you the file, and you and a guest can do it if you want.
Yeah, we can do it Saturday. Will you be here Saturday?
Let's see when it works out. So I work closed tomorrow, which means I get home around 2. So, trying to figure out how this works. Wait a minute. Wait, tomorrow, like as in tomorrow morning?
Friday.
Oh yeah, fuck it. I'll be around for the morning show because I don't have to work till 5 in the afternoon. Yeah, fuck it. Well, I'll be here. Yeah, let's do this. I get my days mixed up.
So confused, Scotty.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Scotty's fault.
Well, if you're here tomorrow, we'll do Dick of the Week tomorrow.
Yes.
But
we still need Dick of the Day.
We need a Dick of the Day. We have some built up Dick of the Days. We got Dick build up, y'all.
Dick.
That's called smegma.
You mind if I use your chat for a poll real quick?
Nah, man, go ahead.
We use them to touch our polls all the time. What are you talking
because
about?
I'm finding out that something that I have loved for years and years is not as widely beloved as I thought. Eggnog.
Oh yeah, a lot of people hate that. I
Yeah,
like
so
eggnog.
I love eggnog. So chat, if you would, press 1 if you like eggnog, and 2 if you don't, and 3 if you've never had it, I guess. I was surprised when people, it's like, yeah, I've heard about it for years, but I've never had it. And then like everybody that was over in our Discord was like, no, it's gross, no, it's gross, no, it's gross. And then one person said, well, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good taste. It's a good flavor.
I like it. I like eggnog.
We got a 5.
Nice.
Lots of 1s, a few 2s.
Ones are doing good here.
Let's see. I'm trying to. Oh, you know what? We haven't hit the New York Post today. Let's check out what they're talking about because I love their stories.
The reason that this comes to mind particularly is because I will be making George Washington's own Christmas eggnog recipe this year. I made it last year. It was quite good.
Oh,
it comes from his own journal entries, so it's literally written in his own hand. So it's literally his. It's boozy as fuck. The instructions are as follows. Don't worry, they're quite short. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like an even mix now that all the numbers have come through. A surprising amount of 3s. Huh. So it contains 1 quart cream, 1 quart milk, 1 dozen tablespoons of sugar, 1 pint of brandy, a half pint of rye, a half pint of Jamaica rum, and a half pint of sherry. That is a lot of booze.
That is a lot of booze.
And the instructions, well, okay, but no refrigeration, right? And it's like so much dairy in there that there's the reason as a preservation thing. The instructions are as follows. Mix liquor first, then separate the yolks and whites of 12 eggs. Add sugar, 2 beaten yolks, mix well. Add milk and cream, beating slowly. Beat whites of eggs until stiff, and then fold them into the mixture. Let it set in cool place for several days at least. Taste frequently. I love it. George was a booze hound. And I already knew that. He was a fond man for the spirituous liquors. But yeah, I'll be making this again and altering it a little bit. I'm going to be putting in half the amount of sherry because there's weight. Have you ever had sherry?
It's delicious.
No.
You think it's delicious? Yeah, it depends whether it's dry or sweet sherry, but man, anything you put it in is just going to taste like nothing but. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I have a sweet tooth, so sherry is always pretty good for me.
I have a nominee for our dick of the day.
Oh yeah.
Horny elephant kills safari ranger. A sexually charged elephant broke into a game park in South Africa and trampled a top safari ranger in a fetal rampage, according to reports. Mark Lutenbach, a 33-year-old guy, died at Leopard Rock Lodge after a 13,000-pound elephant crushed him.
Ooh.
Officials blame the elephant's aggressive behavior on the animal being in a heightened state of sexual tension, known as musth. I think it's how you say it, M-U-S-T-H. Must. So yeah, I feel like, I mean, his dick was out there and he killed a man. You're not going with me on this one.
I'm just appreciating that Sarah tweeted the Scotty gif at me where he's kissing the bottle of scotch and drunk out of his mind.
Nice.
Thank you, Sarah. That is a well thought out. You just didn't grab any random picture of Scotty. You grabbed one of the good ones. Well done.
Oh, that's horrible. We're not going to read into this story. Man killed wife, left body for their kids to find.
Oh, like intentionally, or that's just the way it turned out?
He did it intentionally.
Oh, yeah, that's no good. What the fuck?
Lame.
Yeah, that's pretty monstrous, in fact.
What and he's a Florida man.
Of
Of
course
course he is. Let's see. What else do we have? I'm trying to find us a good dick of the day.
Oh,
Please.
Can we count a woman as the dick of the day?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we've had several.
Well, she's not so much a dick as she is extremely obnoxious. Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah,
What
you were
did
going to
she
tell us
do?
the story, but you had to wait to be presented.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to show the picture here. How many of you think that this is an unphotoshopped picture?
Well,
Tough call.
I don't think that's photoshopped.
No?
No.
Like
Bigger
I've
ass.
seen the unphotoshopped pictures, and she definitely has very, very wide hips. She's a very rotund woman, but that waist is some goddamn small, and it doesn't show the her stomach is extremely flat there. And in all of the untouched beach photographs I've seen, her stomach's not remotely that flat.
Kimmy there, she's got some injections in her ass that make it a lot bigger than it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I saw her on what's the name of that show? Two Broke Girls.
Really?
Yeah, she had a cameo on that, and this is how she looked. I mean, her waist is ridiculously small, but she had clothes on in that one, so maybe this one's touched. But yeah, it's ridiculously small compared to that fucking big ass of hers. And yeah, somebody else said it's all about the angles. If you turn I don't think that's touched. Where was this? When is this from?
Oh, this is from Daily Mail.
So this is a photo she supposedly put up.
Yeah, okay. So get this. This is why I thought this was interesting. Did you know that Kim Kardashian had a paid subscription app?
Yeah,
No.
I did, but I forgot about it.
I had no idea.
She also had a stupid little what do we call it? A gaming app that people could buy where you dress people up in clothes, and that's it.
Wait, let me hang on a second. Next
It's
to
like-
her arm there, where her arm is down. Hey, send me this story so I can look at it.
There. It's just she smolders in pink sequin bikini as she announces that her app is shutting down. And it makes it sound like no one's using it or whatever. It's like, we've had an incredible experience. We've had like an incredible experience connecting with all of you through our apps in these past few years, but have made a difficult decision to no longer continue updating in 2019. We truly hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as we have, and we look forward to what's ahead, Kim.
I have enough money. I don't want to deal with you fuckers
Is my
anymore.
vocal fry okay? Is that? I don't know how people do that all day, man. That's hard on the throat. There's the story.
Well,
side chat.
They get a dick in there, and okay, let me see. I want to see that picture up close.
She looks like she's green screened onto a background. Jason Burns says, "Yeah, it's possible, man." Did you see all them bags in the background and everything? Like, God damn!
Yeah.
Jesus, woman. Well, it's funny. It's not like she's spending Kanye's money. Like that's her money she's spending. You know what I mean? That's what
you're right. That is photoshopped.
I just feel like it is because
no, that is photoshopped.
Yeah.
If you look between the arm that's down and her stomach there, that floor is completely washed out, and you see a bunch of jagged lines going down her arm there. And it is the only place, that is the only place you see that jagged line. That is a touched picture. Everywhere else, you can still, even as washed out as that floor is, you can see the grains and everything. There's absolutely no grain between her arm and her stomach there. And yeah, that's a touched picture.
And she must be in front of a floor to ceiling mirror to be taking that picture.
Kim, you dirty bitch. Anyway, yeah, she's a nasty bitch. Anyhow, I don't think that's dick worthy.
No. She's just it's fair enough. I just had that story, and I thought, like I said, it's not dirty. It's like as in being a dick. It's just greedy and weird, and that's not really dickish.
I think we go with Zuckerberg because we didn't give it to him the other day, and there's another story about Facebook just can't stop breaking its privacy promises. And what Facebook has been doing with that is dickish, if I've ever heard it. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg told Congress in April that his company was committed to getting privacy right. Really? That's why you let fucking Netflix and Spotify alter private messages.
But explains a lot of why his answers when he was testifying before Congress were so incredibly vague and open-ended and refused to answer questions directly, because he goddamn well knows he doesn't want to open himself up to perjury charges, which he's doing by testifying falsely before Congress. So I'll just be so vague that there's no way you can possibly hold me to one thing or another, you know?
Are you good with Zuckerberg as our dick of the day?
Yes.
I'm good with it.
Cool. He's our dick of the day, guys, because Jesus fuck. Yeah, 'cause all these stories keep saying that they gain the ability to read Facebook users' private messages. There was one story that came out that said they could actually alter them. Not like edit them, but like delete stuff out of your private messages. P-Dog says, depends on what you mean by dick worthy. Usually our dick of the day is somebody who's just a fucking asshole. We've had a couple of pedos in there. Our one the other day was the 27-year-old teacher who was banging 13-year-old boy.
Brittany Zamora.
Yeah, fucking twat. Yeah, I hate people. Did you guys watch Polly? I feel like that. Well, actually, Dax, you probably would like this. Did you guys see the Hellboy trailer?
Yeah, and I hate it.
Polly, did you see it?
I did. I don't know what to think of it exactly. I'm going to go watch it again. I wanted to stew on it for a day.
I don't like the actor they got for Hellboy. He doesn't sound gritty enough.
Yeah.
I don't see Sabian. That bothers me.
All I know about Hellboy is the original movie. I never even watched the second one.
The second one was okay.
None of that bother. I don't know the lore, so I can probably enjoy a movie like this. The problem I have it with is the comedic timing of this is so bad.
Yeah,
so bad. I'm like, who directed this? Because they don't know how to do comedy.
they're all pretty bad. But let me look it up because I was annoyed and I was looking it up earlier. I think I'd remember, but I guess I'm trying to purge it.
Yeah, because the timing of the jokes and everything. I mean, I said this last night. It kind of feels like they were going for a Deadpool kind of trailer here.
It's bad.
But the comedic timing is just off everywhere.
Neil Marshall.
Yeah, go watch Humor and see if you can figure it out next time. Because wow,
that's a shame because he did Doomsday and I like Doomsday.
The comedy from this, and the other thing that I noticed watching it is this seems is there a runtime on this listed already?
Let me look. I don't see it as of yet.
This thing with everything that they threw into the trailer, I mean, for it to make sense, it's got to be like 2.5, 3 hours long.
Then again, yeah, you never can tell because I'm expecting Avengers Endgame to be long as fuck. But if you look at that trailer, holy shit! Well, it is just a teaser trailer, but man, it doesn't look like it's really cut down to its barest elements to tease the audience. I mean, wow.
Well,
I like that trailer after thinking about it for a while.
Which one? Hellboy?
The Avengers one, I mean now.
Oh, I like the Avengers one. I don't think the Avengers movie doesn't really have to be that long because it's cleanup work from the first one.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be anyway. No.
Oh, sure. But see, I sat down and watched it. What was the original one? Infinity War, 2.5, 2 hours. What was the run? Yeah, I didn't. I
like
felt
220, I think.
By the end of that one, I didn't feel like I'd been sitting there for 2.5 hours.
It was
exactly.
a good movie.
I
It kept
agree.
you engaged. It was greatly performed.
Yeah, and it has the proper timing. Like it's not just nonstop. Like it's just moments to breathe and then picking back up again. Just God, it's been said before, but it's so true to have like 5 separate story strings running and to have them all weave together and not be confusing or annoying. You know, that's.
And they did a very good job with that. And just if you watch the Hellboy trailer, pay attention to how many different scenes are in there.
All right.
How many different set pieces are in there. It just seems like it's going to have to be just packed full. And if the comedy's like that, it's going to just suck for 2.5, 3 hours. Oh man.
Are you a fan of the Hellboy character there, Monkey?
Like I said, the only thing that I know about Hellboy is the first movie, the Ron Perlman original.
Sure.
I loved it. I loved the first movie. I've gone back and watched it since I was a kid. I watched it when it first came out on VHS. I've gone back and watched it. It doesn't hold up as well as I remembered, but it's still not a bad movie, and I like the character well enough. Ron Perlman getting owned on Twitter by Dana Lash's husband. Perlman on Twitter is a fucking degenerate SJW piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's VHS? You'll learn about it in history class.
What does VHS stand for? Video home screen
System.
System. Yeah, I could see that.
I can't remember. Yeah, he sounds retarded over on the Twitter. Yeah, he does.
He's super retarded on Twitter.
I responded to him a few times because he says stuff that just, I mean, worse than Riley Dennis is stupid.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's bad. If you've never paid attention to him on Twitter, man,
just this and that, you know,
he's got these hot takes and they are bad, just bad.
Speaking of hot takes,
yeah,
I was reading on last night's comic book curation live stream. Find it on my channel. I read the Mary Sue article where they go after William Shatner for his hot take on.
We didn't read that. Damn it. Yeah,
that's a good one. We should probably read that.
Oh man, it's like, you know, first of all, leave the Shat man alone. And the quote that they're going after him for is so non-offensive. It's just, they make such a big deal out of it. Like, his character, meaning James Kirk, stood up for, you know, truth and righteousness, and at one point scolded Charlie X for not consenting to not allowing a woman to consent to being touched and so forth. And unfortunately, William Shatner doesn't live up to the role that he made famous. And it's like, why? Because he doesn't think this song is sexist as fuck. And all of this is coming out because Shatner, being Canadian, was like, said something about a Canadian radio station chain pulling Baby's Cold Outside.
I have the article here. Let's read it real quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
William Shatner's #MeToo hot take would embarrass James Kirk.
Fuck you.
Let's start by reminding everyone that Jim Kirk is actually a beacon of non-toxic masculinity, despite what J.J. Abrams would have you think. Kirk was a whore.
He really was.
He was a ladies' man. It's different.
Oh, yeah, okay. He was a whore. We've also covered why William Shatner is a terrible ambassador for that character due to being the opposite of what my captain stands for.
Yeah, she owns it.
Now Shatner has once more proved why some actors need to stay off social media with his latest comments on the Pound Me Too movement. That's certainly something to say, but it's not unusual coming from the famously rude actor. These comments came about after he took to Twitter to defend Baby It's Cold Outside, following a Canadian radio station pulling the song due to controversy. We're not about to jump into the annual arguments over the song here, but Shatner personally found the decision to be a poor one, referring to the detractors as 2018 prudes who want to interpret the lyrics as something else. Shatner then spoke about the Pound Me Too movement with the Daily Mail, saying, in 2012, we have the #MeToo movement, which I think is great. What a bastard. That these hidden forces are exposed and not to be allowed, and women have equal rights. I've got 3 daughters. I'm all for that. But if you look back at things that were written and said 20, 30 years ago, it's a different context. And you've got to try to judge it by that context. Rape and pillage? Absolutely not. Those are crimes against humanity. But saying, would you make love with me? And the opposing party saying yes or no, I can't fathom that wrong. I can't fathom what's wrong with that. It's like saying, would you have dinner Would you like to write a song with me? Would you do an interview? I'm not insulted by you asking me to do an interview. Maybe it's my mindset based on the years I've lived, but I'm trying to be fair and I don't see the problem. What a unreasonable bastard.
But that's what I mean. Like, could it be any more reasonably in disagreement with your position? And she goes on to excoriate him as
he also refers to activists as firebrands and says that people have become hysterical. He had to change his behavior because it's a revolution. Well, sir, you've certainly not changed your Twitter behavior, which remains repugnant. Fuck you, cunt.
Whoa. Not that I disagree.
And in general, not pulling your arm around a fan at a convention without consent is probably a good thing. But it doesn't mean that you're exempt from critique if you're espousing terrible things online and treating women and their concerns as being hysterical. Once again, Louis C.K. got in trouble for asking women if they'd watch him jack off.
Which you should have got in trouble for. These were consenting adults.
Fuck. Aziz Ansari got in trouble for a woman who kept going along every step of the fucking way. If you can't see why someone saying, would you make love to me is different than would you do an interview, then there's a problem. The latter question is a professional one, while the other is deeply personal and shouldn't be asked unless you know the person well, and that's an element to your relationship. Well, how do you get there? How does it become an element of your relationship if you're not allowed to ever fucking ask?
Don't ask.
I hear you. It's like I said, there's no winning with these people. There's
consent is a two-way street, and asking a woman or a man if they want to sleep with you out of the blue, or if you think you've been getting signals when they've just been polite or professional, is creepy and invasive. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. How do you know if you don't act? I don't get it. How are you supposed to How are you supposed to get the consent?
They
I
don't want you
don't
to get consent.
understand.
They want you to beg.
No, because you're not even allowed to ask.
But that's what I mean. Like I understand the confusion. I feel it as well. But that's the whole point. There is no correct way you can do it because they're not looking for a correct way. They don't have a correct way in mind. What they have in mind is their soul-crushing loneliness and bitterness at the world and that giant gaping black hole that they refer to as a soul. That's what they know of for sure. And now they're looking for something too that is the cause of it. Hence, this is problematic, that's problematic, that's a problem. So it's not like they have some way of men and women dealing with each other in mind that would be up to their standards. The only thing they have is pointing their moralizing finger at things.
Shatner's comments are disheartening, but not entirely surprising based on his previous comments. He's just become a grumpy old man who's full of dislike and distaste for social progress, which would hurt only slightly less if he hadn't played such an important figure of non-toxic masculinity.
Shatner's against social progress. Nice.
Because let's be honest here, Captain James Kirk would never behave like this. I don't remember a single instance, and maybe my memory's bad, of Kirk kissing someone and before he did going, "May I kiss you now?"
No, that never happened.
He grabbed the bitches. I mean, even the kiss with Uhura, I mean, he grabs her by the shoulders and pulls her in.
Well, he was being forced to by telepaths, but
still, I mean, he didn't ask any permission. He didn't say, I'm sorry about that. I should have asked you first. Did you like my tongue?
I can't recall him ever asking at all.
There's an episode in which Alien Charlie gets a lesson in consent from, you guessed it, Jim Kirk.
alien. Okay, this is what I mean. P Dog asks is like, did this idiot ever watch the original Star Trek? No, the Mary Sue, they don't like these things. They don't watch these things. They just find problems with these things by cherry picking. Charlie wasn't an alien. He was a human being. You idiots. Did you even watch the episode that was named after him, Charlie X? And then we read another article last night where they referred to the character as Kyle Ren. They don't know. Their editor, if they had one, wouldn't have spotted it anyway, because none of them know. They don't care. These are just pop culture targets to aim their vitriol at.
Spock would also be in full support of #MeToo, as would Bones. There would be no time for nonsense, just supporting and believing women. And there it is. There it is. Because they don't actually care about any of this stuff. All it is you need to believe the women's.
I disagree with the Bones thing. Maybe Spock might have, because it would be efficient.
Spock would be logical.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Logic would dictate, to prevent any problems whatsoever to acquire consent.
Did he break up, or is that me?
It's probably both of us.
Or was that Dax?
Oh, I was saying that Spock, he might be for it, because if you get consent, you eliminate 100% of the problem. Maybe. It's a logical argument.
No. Spock would understand, if you're not allowed to ask for consent, you can never have it.
Yeah, I mean, if you can ask for it, that's what he would be behind. So these people don't have a leg to stand on either way. Bones, on the other hand, definitely wouldn't, because he doesn't like relationships much since he kind of got screwed. He's like a MGTOW.
Spock, if we want to get real nerdy about it, Spock's reaction would be, I don't understand these human mating rituals. You got me. Because he would understand that they're all about subtext and emotional things that he doesn't get. When a woman gives you a wink, it's like, I'm sorry, Lieutenant, is there something in your eye? Like,
right.
He doesn't,
Spock would not be on board with just believe women.
No, he wouldn't, because he's, chief science officer, and he would be about the evidence, would he not?
Neither would Kirk, and neither would nobody on the fucking fuck off. Fuck off, Mary Sue.
And George Takei definitely didn't ask for consent. Oh, shit.
But it's okay, because he had the right politics otherwise. So,
Oh, my.
Yeah. Oh, my.
He tells off Trump and brings up the past a lot. So, it's good. It's good.
These grand public apologies are just emotional manipulation. This is also on the Mary Sue. It comes from somebody named Princess Weeks.
Oh God, we've it's originally Jack's suggestion, but I think he's right. We think that there's the main writer on there who seems to be the main writer is named Rachel Leishman, and we think Princess Weeks is actually Rachel Leishman's cat. And
okay,
right, and Rachel Leishman is in fact writing in her cat's persona.
I think we're going to make this the last story. That doesn't mean we're ending. It just means this is the last fucking story I can take.
It happened last night too. We did 3 Mary Sue stories, and man, I got angry, and I shouldn't ever do that again.
It's okay, because I have one funny quickie one that we can do to really wrap it all up.
Okay. Let's. This was the grand public apologies are just emotional manipulation. The sub headline is, the only large romantic gesture that matters is paying off someone's student loans.
Okay,
what? Funny. Hold on, what?
That's what it says. Since Cardi, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, did the person who wrote that have large student debt?
I don't know if Princess Weeks does or not.
Well, there's not many jobs to be had when you focus on lesbian dance theory in school.
Jesus. Oh, sorry, guys. Since Cardi B took to Instagram to announce her separation from husband Offset, he's tried to do more to prove himself than he did for the entirety of this marriage. He has gotten a whole gaggle of fellow adulterers like The Game, 50 Cent, and peers of Cardi B like 21 Savage to make videos asking for her to take him back because, yeah, he cheated, but is that really such a big deal? Where does college come into this? I mean, if Cardi had been out there sleeping with other people, Offset would have taken her back. I hope the sarcasm was noted. The Cardi Offset drama came to a head when he interrupted her set for Rolling Loud, where she was the first female headliner ever to present a flower and cake display spelling out "Take Me Back, Cardi." Cardi was not amused, and no matter the intent of the whole thing, a publicity stunt or anything else, it's a moment to highlight that these sort of public apologies and gestures are emotionally manipulative and unhealthy behavior. Oh, God. Firstly, yes, Cardi did make the announcement that of their separation on Instagram initially, because that's the kind of person she is. That's not emotionally manipulative at all, guys. Not at all. Her popularity is based on being accessible, and in the video, she was calm, didn't call anyone names, and didn't even put the blame for the end of their marriage on Offset. She just said they fell out of love, and that was that. In response, Offset, who the fuck is Offset? Has been making these very public apologies, and I was willing to let the first one go, but they're all coded with the attitude that this is all just happened out of nowhere. Offset was unfaithful, publicly and openly, yet he wrote posts like, "Y'all won," as if we pushed those women into his arms. I feel like I need to care more about Cardi B for this to matter. Where does it get to the bitch? Your story should have something to do with your headline. I'm skipping down quite a lot. Maybe it's the holidays, and I'm reminded that I don't care about making my family feel entitled to my person, but who gives a damn that he's her father? Oh, this is talking about someone else. Thomas Merkel, who made some of the bullshit apology towards his daughter, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. People want her to call him for whatever reason. He's been using that label as a way to harass and ride off the coattails of his daughter, who already has to deal with racism and constant scrutiny, on top of her own flesh and blood, making a fool of himself and shaming her. You want to talk to your daughter? Be a better father. Children are not required to raise their parents to be less abusive. Pay for my college? You want to get back with your wife? Maybe suggest marriage counseling or spend the same money on flowers on things for your daughter. All the things that make it seem like you are serious and not just a rich person having a temper tantrum. This is stupid as shit.
Super chat.
Fuck you, bitch. Peter, thank you.
Whoa.
Come one, come all.
Fuck you, bitch.
Not Peter. Peter Manning, thank you so much. Come one, come all. Just clean you when you're done. Yes. Make sure you have tissues and hand sanitizer.
Ew.
The Mary Sue, how is this a thing still? How much engagement do they actually get?
Well, you know what's funny? We were laughing. They have like one of those little side ads that like flicker through it, and it was like holiday special, 50% off an annual subscription to the Mary Sue. And I'm like, oh my god, you have subscribers?
I just can't. I don't.
I mean, you say how much traffic do they have? Traffic from people like us who are looking to roast the shit out of that. I would imagine that's like 80% of it. It's like the Root.
Everybody says, well, the Root and all that whole thing is in trouble. They're having money problems over that way. Ebony says, what about Meghan Markle's dad? He did something and now she won't talk to him. I saw a headline. I didn't read the article, but it said Meghan Markle's dad Meghan Markle won't talk to her dad or some shit like that.
And you know who flew all the way to California to interview him?
Who?
Piers Morgan.
Of course he did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's that guy, Piers Morgan, is such a great representative of the tabloid press of Britain. Like, it's just
Yep.
they have this bizarro relationship with the royals that they have to snipe at them constantly. And now Meghan Markle is the Duchess of Sussex, I believe, is the title she got. So she's a royal now. So it's like, oh, here we go. Let's go interview the extended family and dig up every bit of dirt and trash we can. Like,
I don't care about the royal family. Harry's the only one I like, and they've neutered him. Harry's badass, man. He's the one that wanted to go because the royals are expected to serve. I don't know if they actually have to serve, but expected to serve in the military, and they usually, put them in the back so they don't get hurt. And he's like, no, fuck that. I'm flying fighter jets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I like Harry. But yeah, fuck the royal.
And he married
fuck Mary Sue. What's it? Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
But so did Baldy. What's the other one's name? Who's the actual heir? I forget his name.
Trying to remember. Name escapes
William.
me.
Charles?
William. No. Charles is the he's next in line, but of his sons, William is the one that's up next.
William's up next after Charles.
And he's looking old as fuck, man.
Yeah.
On bald, but he married a pretty woman.
Yeah.
I guess you can do that when you're royalty. You just be like, you, come here. He married a feminist vegan divorcee. Harry, you failed us, sir. Indeed, but she's hot, man. Think about this. He's probably boned her in the ass, man. That's a nice trade-off, right? Plus, he's set for life. You don't got to do shit. Anyway, you had an article, Dax.
Yeah, it's in the Hangout, like slightly under the one I first sent. It's a funny thing we can happily end on.
People told me I should let you read.
Really?
Yes, because apparently I sound retarded when I do it.
Not retarded, maybe stunted.
Oh my god! I already know who Gemma the midget is. Black Romeo.
Oh, he definitely knows.
Yeah, that was.
If I knew, he knew.
Yeah.
Who's Gemma the midget?
Oh god! All right.
Sir.
So I have not asked.
No.
You're just gonna have an exploration when you go into like the porn sites.
Oh, okay.
See if I can bring up a nice picture of her.
Oh, they're all pretty nice.
Well,
is she a legitimate midget or is she like Filipino?
Ha!
That's what you did there.
I don't even mean that rudely because there's this smoking hot girl who works at the convenience store not too far from me, and she's Filipino. She can't be more than 4'10", but I think that legally makes her a midget, little person, whatever. But she's cute as fuck, and she's like 25 too. So
really tall.
Okay, well, see, I can't. Trying to get pictures where it doesn't show the other pictures because these are all of her neck. You know what? Look up Gemma the midget and you'll see. Because every one of these, there's titties everywhere, and they're naked titties, and there's some push shots in there too.
Okay.
Monkey has a stutter. I don't have a stutter. That sounds like I was about to stutter, huh? Mm-hmm. No, I don't have a stutter. Sometimes my brain is like, say this word. Wait, let's say this word instead, and it makes me stop myself instead of just plunging forward. If you want proof I don't have a stutter, listen to me when I get on a rant.
No, I hear you, because when you're on a rant, and I know what it's like, you're not thinking about what you're currently saying. You're thinking about the next thing you're going to say, and you're not overthinking anything. You're just running with it. I hear you.
Yep, and that's the problem that I have with reading too, is I get ahead of myself, and then words will run together, and they say the worst fucking things at the wrong time sometimes.
So Dax, you've got a happy story for us.
Yes.
Read it for us, Dax.
Okay. Popeye's lunch. Okay, what?
So that they don't have all retard reading today.
But we're all a little retard.
Nothing wrong with the little retard.
Did you not want to read the story? It sounds like you're avoiding it.
Oh no, I want to read, but I just wanted to make the joke to round it back to Gemma, but you ruined it.
Oh,
Gemma, the naked little person.
why does she say
wait,
that
hang
she's
on.
retard?
No, it's just
Before-
little. Oh my god.
Oh,
Before you
little
start,
retard. I see. I get it. Okay.
I'm gonna look her up again, and okay, now go ahead and read.
You're an asshole. Popeyes launches emotional support chicken carrier at Philadelphia Airport.
Emotion.
Popeyes.
Say it again. Emotional.
Popeyes launches emotional support chicken carrier at Philadelphia Airport. This is a box that
It's a
looks
box.
like a chicken that says emotional support chicken on it, and you carry it onto your flights.
Nice. Unless it's United, and then they make you flush it down the toilet. We miss you, Pebbles.
The article goes, "What the cluck? Popeyes is jumping on the controversial emotional support bandwagon with its latest promotion, a to-go container for its emotional support chicken. For a limited time, the fried chicken chain is offering travelers at Philadelphia International Airport an emotional support chicken carrier when they purchase a 3-piece chicken tender combo meal. This promotion, which started on Tuesday, will provide guests with a carry-on box in the shape of a chicken and a sign boasting about its chicken's comforting effects on travelers." It's clever.
It is clever.
For those who want to see
Why?
what these things look like, I'm going to link it in the chat.
Why? There's one last thing I need to bring up before we bring this to a close. Get your emotional support chicken box, y'all. Is it only available at the airport?
It looks like
At that one Philadelphia airport. Okay.
They should take that nationwide. There's so many people who need that in their lives.
Oh yeah, I would stroke that box while having a nice little 3-piece. It sounds delicious. I'll stroke the Gemma box too, but that's a different topic.
Wait, where'd that go? There it is. Now I don't know if I can get in trouble. Nah, there's nothing dirty on that. So
Super chat.
this came thank you. Nope. Is it full of chicken?
Well, it's a 3-piece, so
It's a 3-piece. It's got some in there. This
Anyway,
came across my feed last night.
do tell.
Is that Jim the Midget?
No.
I was going to say she looks pretty tall.
I forget who this
You make
is.
something tall.
I think it's in here somewhere. But this is apparently a great picture of female empowerment.
I can't even see what she's doing. What's she doing?
She's
Ew!
being milked.
I see.
How
Okay.
did you not see that right away? She looks so sad.
Why is she? Women, I've never been milked.
McAdams?
Who?
Is that Rachel McAdams? You know, from The Notebook.
Could be.
That's what she
Lois
looks like.
Lane from Superman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rachel
It
McAdams.
is Rachel McAdams. Holy shit! That's not how I wanted to see her nipples.
Bothers me that you know her from The Notebook. Nope. Thank you.
Well, I was gonna say like Wedding Crashers, but you know what? We've already talked about enough boobs today.
How were you not going to? Oh, Rachel McAdams. I'm sorry. I was thinking
That's the reason you remember her, isn't it?
No. I know her from True
pervert.
Detective season 2.
Oh, get out of here! I didn't watch that.
Real quick, nope. Thank you. That is a depressing emotional support chicken box. I bet Pat would love it. He loves Popeyes.
The fuck's wrong with you, Rachel McAdams?
I know, it's weird.
I'm just wondering how this is female empowerment.
Yeah, playing Irene Adler with the panache that she did in
Hang on 1 second, gentlemen.
Sherlock Holmes is empowering. This is just weird. This is lactation fantasy fetishization. What the fuck?
I've never been big on that, but we have this guy who floats around like the Discord servers who likes to put that in there. He's a German dude, so go figure. But you know,
He puts in lactation fetish pictures?
all the goddamn time.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, do women really get made up with like slicked, sexy hair and eye makeup and lipstick and everything to?
Well, that's what I was about to ask chat. For those of you who have breast pumped, what's the action word for breast pumped? Is that what it is? Have you breast pumped before? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Have you been milked before? Ladies, if you've used a breast pump, there we go. Used a breast pump before. Is this how you sat? Press 1 for yes and 2 for are you fucking kidding me?
She looks like she's about to issue decrees from a Martian throne.
Doesn't she? And is the suction really so strong that you can just
She looks in pain.
pop it? She is. She's being fucking milked like a cow.
It's like, you did this to me.
Besides, she's wearing Versace. Is that what that really says?
Is she really wearing Versace?
She's wearing Versace and Bulgario official diamonds and is fucking major. Big shout out to all the girls. Muscle hashtag Rachel Adams for at Girls 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 magazine cover shoot. There you go.
And it's just fucking major. Like, oh, good God, social media is a sewer. Holy shit.
Ugh.
Sarah says, yes, the pumps really do have that much suction. Wow. All right. That seems like it would hurt. If anybody wants to check out the Instagram post and see what else went on with it, there you go.
This is why I don't go to Instagram.
Well, again, I found this on Twitter. Somebody had shared it. What actually happened with this is Ben Shapiro retweeted a woman who said that this was female empowerment. And then somebody else got on him like, how dare you, Ben? That the girl who, holy shit, thank you, St. Fugi. There's a nice picture of our midget, but she's dressed. Let's throw her up because I like the midgets. See,
Oh,
it's
she's so hot.
I don't stutter. My brain just has too many thoughts. Look at, oh man.
You wouldn't even notice if it weren't for like the legs to foot and then the hands.
Yeah, I mean, she's got those little midget hands and the short midget arms. But yeah, just have her hold her feet and spin her right on my dick. That would be awesome. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, Ben Shapiro retweeted this with saying, my wife breastfed in a closet, but whatever. That was his retweet of this woman who said, this is female empowerment. For those of you just joining us, not the midget, the breastfeeding thing just a minute ago. And this other woman got on him like, how dare you retweet her when she only has a couple followers? And like, one, Ben didn't say anything really wrong there. I do think it's weird that he made his wife breastfeed in a closet.
Well, we don't know that he made her.
Yeah, maybe she liked it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just her choice.
Some people like reading in a closet more than they like sitting down at a table.
Fair enough. But anyway, yeah, Ben retweeted it, and this woman's giving him shit about how it's mean to do that to the woman. She's the one that put it out there as female empowerment. And if that's what you think is empowering females, you're a dumbass. The idea that bodily functions empower you is fucking retarded. I've never sat down on the toilet and got up and went, damn, I feel empowered now. Because it's a bodily function and it has no fucking meaning in society, you fucking morons. I get it. There's people out there who don't want you in public having a little baby on your titty, and I'm against those people. Frankly, I don't give a fuck if you breastfeed in public. I don't care. But breastfeeding in public is not a fucking empowerment, you shitbags.
No,
Stop telling women stupid shit. Undoom shared what? What did he? Was it the Ben tweet? Hey, better than a woman at the abortion clinic. I guess you're right. I guess. Anyhow, gentlemen, I think we're going to wrap this up because I need to fucking eat. I haven't eaten today.
What he means is he's going to go look up some Gemma porn and he'll be back, when he's...
Nah, fuck, dude. I already watched that.
Yep.
I watched that. That's why I was stuttering earlier.
Woo!
No, I actually, I mentioned this before. I can't feel my stomach, but it's gurgling and stuff. And I just remembered I haven't eaten since dinner last night, which was at about 9:30. So I need to get food in me. Chat, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for the donations, especially this time of year. I can't tell you how much that helps. This is my job. But if you don't want to just do donations, there is a link to my store down below, and you can pick up a nice monkey shirt.
Oh, that's right. My shirt should be here today.
Sweet. Cool. But with that, it's shill time. Dax, anything you want to shill?
Irate Alex again. Once again, I would very much appreciate it if you guys went and go and check out our friend Irate Alex, also known as Irate Bear, but specifically Irate Alex, please, and give his views of his videos a watch and give him some likes and stuff. He loves you guys, and we love him. So.
both the Irate Alex channel and follow him on the Twitter machine. Polly,
Yes.
is there anything you'd like to show?
As I have before, there's my link to my channel in chat, and that's where we do comic book curation, and we will be doing our Christmas special coming up Friday or Saturday night, most likely Friday, I believe. And yeah, we do it every Wednesday at 10-ish p.m. Eastern. And we just did it last night if you want to check out our newest one, even though it's a hot mess, largely because of me.
Well,
but
you know.
yeah, and you actually can find me on Twitter. I'm simply at Polly_dub.
You know what I'm gonna do today, Polly?
Send him a Christmas card.
No, I have some 7 Days to Die stuff I have to do because we're working on testing things for the new builds and everything, and there's so much that has changed. But I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit here and listen to your stream from last night while I do it.
Oh,
That's
don't
a good idea.
that.
Well, I'm playing Skyrim. I might as well listen to something fun in the background.
Listen to a previous stream. Last night's stream was a hot mess.
Nah.
And I get all yelly at the end.
Perfect. Yelly Polly is fun, Polly. You're so passionate. You're like, and these people came in and did this, and I'm like, oh God.
Oh man,
there's all
I
these have a problem with yelling?
Well, yeah, I hear you, but there's all these
thing.
all these comments came in. It's like in chat, live chat, and then in the comments underneath where it's like, we need to get Polly more angry more often. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I felt unprofessional as fuck. I'm like, did I really yell as much as I thought I did? And I went back and listened to like the last few minutes of the episode, and like, holy shit, I did.
Won't be home for Christmas. I'm so proud of you.
Can we time out? We need to time out for a second. Ranting and yelling is unprofessional.
Says who?
When I do it.
Okay,
oh man, okay. Monkey, you had to hear it if you listen to it. Like, holy fuck, man. Everyone's a racist scumbag and fuck them, and like it was just
no, I am seriously. I'm gonna go listen to that.
For real, yeah.
I'm gonna go get me something to eat. What should I eat today? Maybe I have ramen. I haven't had ramen in a little bit.
Oh God, I hate you.
Shh. Let it happen.
There's nothing wrong with ramen.
Ramen's awesome, man.
You know, somebody came over to my chat and pulled that shit last night, Monkey. Thanks for spreading that, by the way.
I need to make that into a shirt. I still haven't done that. Just let it happen.
Yeah.
Anyhow, tonight we will be on Satsu 2 Cents for Lords of the Night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, guys. No game stream tonight. It's our night off. So if you want more Monkey in your life, that's where you'll find me. I think that's everything. Gentlemen, Dax, Polly, thank you guys so much for joining me. Everybody, thank you seriously for watching us. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Merry
guys.
Christmas, everyone.
Bye, humbug.
You're an ass.